Good evening, everyone. We welcome you to George A. Queen Memorial Field, where tonight the Man Hillbillies and the Herbert Hoover Huskies will get together. I'm Keith Thompson. Glad you're along with us. Our color guy tonight, Bill Wise. And Bill, our first trip here, and absolutely a beautiful facility at Man.
Keith, you could not ask for more gorgeous weather. About 70, 71 degrees and an absolute beautiful night. Great crowd on hand, beautiful turf field, and both teams meeting at the large M for the Man High Hillbillies. And for the coin toss, it appears that Herbert Hoover has won the toss. They're going to defer, so Man will go on offense to start this football game.
Our broadcast brought to you by Logan Regional Hospital, also by Little General Stores. The Man Hillbillies, they are 1-2 on the season. The Herbert Hoover Huskies, they are 1-1 on the season. So combined in this really bizarre year, you've got two teams in Week 7 that's played a total of 5 games.
Keith, I tell you what, it's almost like it's the first part of the season and we're getting into the latter stages. But, again, these are two fresh ball clubs. These are ball clubs that are, looking to get the required games in to make the playoffs. And to do that, you got to get together and play. There's teams that's playing 2 and 3 games in this week leading up, just trying to get that minimum of 4 games to be able to make the playoffs.
Well, we know for sure that just like you're saying, Ripley played Friday. They're playing tonight. They play this Friday. So they're playing 3 football games in a 7-day period of time.
That's exactly right, Keith. And again, tonight we're going to tee it up. Man High, the Hillbillies, of course, in their backfield. You've got Jeremiah Harless. He is the quarterback, the field marshal. We'll see action tonight from Cameron Fry, Eric Grimmett, James Green, Nick Plumley, and in the wideout spot, Braxton Mills and Jaden Moody.
All right, on the other side for Hoover, their quarterback is going to be Nick Graham. The running backs, they'll alternate in Tyler Green, Zach Paxton, and Hunter Bartley. Wideouts are Andy Rollison, Austin Hanson, Devin Hatfield Jr., and they'll also have Jacob Burns in as one of the wideouts as well. So you look at this team, Herbert Hoover, they didn't play 5 straight weeks. If you look down on the schedule, man, they've had a couple 3 games in there, but Hoover, man, I'll tell you what, they sit empty for 5 straight weeks.
And Keith, that's got to be tough. I mean, you first off, you go through 3 to 4 weeks of conditioning. Then you have to sit idle for 4 or 5 weeks, and you get to hit on nobody but yourself. And on some of those weeks, Keith, they weren't even allowed to be on the field. So with that said, this is a team that's just itching to get out there and hit somebody.
Man, Hillbillies head coach is Harvey Arms, and I'm presuming, and I needed to check that today, and I should have, but Harvey also coaches the basketball team. He's one of few that actually does that. When I was talking to Harvey this morning, I've called a bunch of basketball games over at the school and really thought the football stadium was there. And we found out it wasn't.
That's exactly right. We saw school buses. We saw a few lights on. It was like, okay, where's the football field? And then we got directions from the fine folks at the Man Fire Department.
All right, our officials for this game tonight, Brian Holston is the referee. Marvin Smith is the umpire. Tom Light is the linesman. Line judge is Stephen Robinson. And Turay Johnson is the back judge. These guys are out of the Kanawha Valley Conference. And it will be Hoover coming out to put it on the tee. And their kickoff guy is David Good, wears number 19. And 3 going back deep for Man. It'll be Justin Grimmett, Jaden Moody, and Carmen Fry. So we're just about ready to get this one underway from George A. Queen Memorial Field. It is Man and Herbert Hoover. The official blows the whistle, and this game is underway. Kick will bounce around and be picked up on the far side up at the 15 to the 20, and turn it around and taken down at the 31-yard line.
That was Justin Grimmett on the return. Picks it up next to the sideline, made a nice little pickup there, and will give the Man High Hillbillies starting field position at about their own 26-yard line.
Scoreboard is to the left. The center is Kenny Green. The guards are Evan Mullins and Josh Lambert. The tackles are Colton Fry and Brody Griffin. And when they run it, they'll also run, somewhat of a tight end with Chris Isaacs, but most of the time he'll go out as a wide receiver. Quarterback ready to go under center. Here is the snap. Pitch out over to the left side. It'll be Cameron Fry, and Fry gets across the 30. And will be taken down at the 32, so he'll pick up 5 on the carry, brings up a second down and very manageable situation.
Cornerback number 24, Wyatt Baldwin, comes up, makes the stop for the Herbert Hoover Huskies. But again, Keith, like you said, nice little gainer over the left side on first down, brings up a 2nd down and 5.
Those at home listening and watching just saw the replay presented by Little General Store. They'll work from the near side hash mark. Man, Hillbillies ready to go out of the pistol formation. Handoff over to the right side, and it is a huge pickup for Eric Grimmett. And Grimmett will get across the 40 up to about the 42-yard line. Should be close to the first down, actually about a half a yard maybe or so short. So Grimmett will, big 230-pounder.
He's a good-sized kid,
Yeah.
Keith. Gets a big hit of steam, works it over that right-hand side. Of course, for the Herbert Hoover Huskies, big Frank Early, 6'5", 335, and a senior. That's one big youngster out there on the field.
You put him right in there in the middle of all of that, and it looks like, and they're stocking everything up. I mean, 6 deep is about as far as they go. Here we go. Here's the snap. Enough for the first down up to the 40-yard line. And a first down for man up to the 41.
Hillbillies do a great job of getting off the football, Keith, getting that initial surge and allowing the back to get up through there and pick up about a yard and a half and get the first down. Going to be 1st and 10 Hillbillies at their own 41-yard line.
10 minutes, 24 seconds on a turning clock here in the first quarter. Kenny Green brings them out of the huddle. Once again, they'll stack the defense up. Man's offense pretty tight as well. Quarterback is Harless, goes under center, drops back, looks downfield, throws downfield, pass, overthrown, and it was intended for Chris Isaacs. And overthrowing Chris right about the 48-yard line brings up a 2nd down and 10 situation.
Yeah, Harless went into a little bit of play action there. Keith rolls out over the left-hand side and just put a little too much pepper on that pass. So brings up a 2nd down.
Look at 2nd down and 1 from the 41-yard line. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Jaden Moody comes out as the wideout here to the near side. You have a wideout up on the top side is Justin Grimmett. Quarterback ready to go, Jeremiah Harless. And it'll be the last guy through. And it'll be Cameron Fry. And Cameron will carry the ball up to about the 43. Picks up 2. Brings up a 3rd down. And 2nd down. And now it'll be 2nd down and a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, he's met faced up by Nick Graham and also Andy Rollison, 5'8", 145-pound sophomore, Keith. Really not a whole lot of going over that left-hand side, as that's where the ball does set at the left hash mark at about the 43-yard line, 3rd down and long.
Jaden Moody bringing in the play, and that's what Harvey will do. He will bring the plays in with his wideouts. He'll send 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback Jeremiah Harless ready to go. Here's the snap. Harless drops, looks, throws downfield, pass overthrown, intended for Cameron Fry. And Cameron Fry, if he could have caught up with it, there was nobody between him and the end zone. And it was just overthrown a little bit by the quarterback.
One thing Jeremiah Harless has done, Keith, he has proved that he has a strong arm. As you see him drop back there on the replay, turn it loose, just again a little bit too tall for Cameron Fry.
Replay presented by Little General Stores. Guarantee you there's one somewhere near you. So 4th down and a punting situation, and Eric Grimmett is the punter. And back is Andy Rollison. Here is the punt, rushes on, punt over to the right side, is going to bounce at the 40, hop around and go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. Hoover had a good rush on it, Bill. They just couldn't get in there quick enough.
Yeah, but they put just enough pressure on Grimmett, Keith, that he caused him to shank it off the side of his foot just a little bit. Not a straight-ahead punt, but nonetheless effective. Gets the ball down to about the 31-yard line of the Huskies.
All right, so we'll see the Husky offense for the first time in this football game, as they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Nick Graham is their quarterback. Nick looks over to the side, 6'1", 210-pound senior. And he has Hunter Bartley flanking him over to the right. Here is the snap. Graham on the keeper. Nick Graham downfield. Graham continues to roll. Graham across the 40, near the 41, and very near a first down. If he doesn't have it, he's missed it by about a half yard.
Just a little design quarterback keeper there, Keith. Just works over between the guard and the tackle and finds some running room. Nice legs as he gets it across the 40.
And we're looking at the replay over here, and it is very close. Are they going to actually going to measure it? Are they going to bring the chains out? They're still looking down the line.
They're going to go for it.
All right, so Graham picks up 9 on the carry. And the man goes in motion. That is Austin Hansen. And upfield with the football. And across the 50, down to about the 45.
It's Hunter Bartlett.
And Bartlett will pick up 16 on the carry.
Yeah, just a full head of steam over that left-hand side, Keith. Absolutely. Just takes off running as the Huskies are in a hurry-up offense now. They break and they look over at Joey Fields.
Quarterback is Nick Graham. The center is Connor Brinkman, 195-pounder. Hunter Bartley, 5'9", 185-pound junior. To the right of his quarterback, here is the snap. And the handoff to Bartley, and Bartley is stopped right at the middle of the, right at the right side of the M. Good job on penetration by Hillbillies to stop that one.
Xander Mullins comes up, big 6'2", 229-pound junior, Keith, and just puts a big stick on Bartlett there. And again, going to bring up second down. Really nothing going there for the Huskies.
7:46 to play. We're in the first quarter at George A. Queen Memorial Field. I'm Keith Thompson along with Bill Wise tonight. Glad you're listening in or watching in wherever on Video Productions. Second down and 10. And Nick Graham has the ball. Here's the snap. Graham drops back, looks, throws. Pass caught over the right side. Downfield, and enough for the first down. They'll pick up the 10 that they need, and that's pass completion.
Jacob Burns. He hauls in the pass. Keith picks up the first down. Just a little quick pass out to the left as we take a look at it on the replay. Looking out into the flat, makes the completion to Burns. Burns just turns on the jets and works it down the field.
Replay presented by Little General Stores. That is the second first down for Hoover. Hoover ready to go. And it will be Nick Graham. Graham tries to work over to the right. He'll get to, actually he picked up about 5 on what should have not have been that good of a play, but he worked it out and made 5 yards, gets down to the 30.
Yeah, he made a nice little move there, Keith, and was able to pick up some yards before Nick Plumley, 5'11", 219, and a senior linebacker for the Hillbillies, brings him down.
Nick Graham gets the ball. Here's the pass. It will go over to, now we have a penalty flag on the play. A couple
Burns.
Penalty flag on the play. Yeah, Burns gets the pass. He catches the pass. The flag, first one, is right there around the 30-yard line. So we'll find out exactly what this is all about. Brian Holstein is our referee.
Blocking the back.
All right, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty against Hoover. And they'll back the football back up because that is a spot foul. It'll go up to the 36-yard line. So that brings up down a second down and 9 as the clock starts to turn. 6:33. No score. We're in the first quarter here at George A. Queen Memorial Field. Ready to go, Nick Graham. Man goes in motion, and that's going to be Tyler Greer. So they load up heavy over the right side. Graham looks down, throws down. Pass is caught, and it'll be caught by Tyler Greer, and Greer is met just about the same time the ball gets there.
Yeah, Keith, he turned that ball loose. Greer hauls it in and then took an immediate shot. As we take a look at it on the replay, you see Graham roll out to his right, make the quick pass, and it's going to be dropped at about the 36-yard line.
So third down and 7. Graham ready to go. Now they'll back out and look over to their head coach over on the far side. So Hunter Bartley is right beside his quarterback, Nick Graham. The whole line looks over, and now Bartley will go over to the left side. They'll work from the near side hash mark. Here's the snap. Quarterback Nick Graham rolls out, looks, throws, pass is incomplete. It skipped up off of the turf, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And you're at the 32-yard line. We do have instant replay on that one.
Yeah, you see Graham roll out to the left, Keith, and the ball just skips right before it gets to the receiver. Fourth down, decision time for the Herbert Hoover Huskies.
I think the decision is we're going to go for it because Graham is still out there. I do not see number 19, David Good, who is their kickoff man and their field goal man. So they're right in that territory, so they will go for it. Big gamble early in this ball game at the 32-yard line. Fourth down and 7 for the Husky offense. And we're going to reset field clock. All right, so here we go. Nick Graham. Man goes in motion again. That'll put Tyler Greer over to the right side. And a blitz is on.
Screen.
Pass is caught. And the screen did not work. It was well designed. It was well set up. The pass caught by Zach Paxton, but a good job on the part of the defense.
Yeah, good coverage downfield. Keith Graham back to pass under heavy pressure, hits the screen underneath. That's just kind of a safety guy, but Justin Grimmett rolls right in there and makes the stop for the Man-High Hillbillies, and it's a turnover on downs.
All right, so our first turnover in this ball game is on downs, and it will give the Man Hillbilly offense. Put them back on the board. We're on the turf for a second time tonight. Jeremiah Harless brings his team out. Kenny Green at the center position. They're at the 34-yard line. No score, 5:26 to play. Here's the snap. Pitch over to the left side. On the run is Cameron Fry, and Cameron gets up near the 40. They'll mark him down at about the 39, so Cameron Fry picks up 5 on the carry.
Handoff to Fry over the left-hand side, Keith, and again, his own player does more in bringing him down than what the Husky defender did, but nonetheless, nice little pickup. Second down, call it 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter.
Unofficially, Fry 3 carries for 13 yards in the ball game. Under 5 minutes to play now, 4:57. We're looking at a second down and 5 from the 39-yard line. Jeremiah Harless goes under center. Here is the snap. And the handoff and actually rolled around and got a couple yards out of it. Will be Cameron Fry. He was taken down about the 39, but the defender rolled him over and his knee didn't touch till he got down across the 41.
Yeah, big Braden Robinson for the Huskies gets a hold of him, spins him around, but actually, like you said, Keith, that was a plus there as he picks up another yard or two and brings up a third and very manageable situation.
At the 41-yard line, they need the 44. They'll scrimmage from the near side hash mark. Nick Plumley comes off of the field. And they'll have Eric Grimmett in as the fullback on this play, and Eric is the big one, 6 foot, 230-pound senior. Quarterback is Jeremiah Harless under center. Here's the snap. And Harless drops out, rolls, looks downfield, throws downfield. Pass is caught at the 28-yard line, and it'll be Justin Grimmett, the 177-pound sophomore, and he hauls it in, and he's also injured. So 10, 20.
Again, nice pass down the field, and a Grimmett there to haul it in. Good protection for Jeremiah Harless. Was able to get good vision down the field and, give Grimmett a chance to get underneath that football. But again, training personnel coming out as Grimmett is on his back at about the 28-yard line.
So we have a commercial break. We're back after this. Your score, 0-0, 3:56 to go. And you're watching and listening to Man and the Herbert Hoover Huskies here on video.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
In these uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
We welcome you back to George A. Queen Memorial Field. Out of that injury timeout, player is okay. And a little quick run by Cameron Fry, and Cameron's going to pick up about 3. Puts the ball at the 25-yard line. Will bring up a third down and call it a long 6.
Grimmett's back into the ballgame. That's good to see there as he comes trotting back onto the field after the injury. He's going to split out with Jaden Moody over the right-hand side, I formation for the Hillbillies.
All right, the Hillbillies ready to go. Jeremiah Harless once again goes under center. Here's the snap. The big fullback gets the football, and Eric Grimmett just bowls ahead, 6 foot, 230-pound senior. And he'll get about 3 or 4. And all Grimmett really has to do is just move to pick up 3 or 4.
That's it. He's a big kid, Keith, very versatile. Just a bit quick give and go. Grimmett up the middle, quality yards there as the ball's at the 21-yard line, third down and 2.
Clock turns at 2:33 to play here in the first quarter. Scoreless between the Man Hillbillies and the Herbert Hoover Huskies. And they'll break out of the huddle at the 21-yard line. Once again, the quarterback is Jeremiah Harless. 185-pound junior goes under center. Here is the snap, Harless. And handoff over to the left side, down inside of the 15. It'll be Nick Plumley. And Plumley in for the first down.
I tell you what, quick give to Plumley, Keith, and he is able just to bowl his way over that left-hand side, pick up the first down and some as he gets some quality yards before he's brought down by Big Frank Early for the Herbert Hoover Huskies. I knew I was going to do that tonight.
I was thinking the same thing. If that name sounds familiar, Frank Early will tell you momentarily. That's David Early's cousin. And David Early can play some basketball.
Yes, he can.
Out of a shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Handoff quickly over to Cameron Fry. Right side. Fry gets down to the 10-yard line. And will be taken down after about a 3-yard pickup.
Working off the jet sweep there, Keith. Fry just comes left to right and takes the quick dish. Works it over the corner. Picks up a couple. Second down at 8. Man can still manage a first down if they get down to about the 2 or 3 yard line.
It's down about the 2-yard line for a first down. Looking at a second down. Call it second down and 8, right at the 10-yard line, just shy of the 10-yard line. Scoreless here. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Jeremiah Harless out of the gun. Here's the snap. And a handoff over the left side, and not much. Not much for Grimmett. Eric gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gets a 1 down inside of the 10 to the 9.
Huskies do a great job there, Keith, of gang tackling as they were led by Braden Rollison. He wraps up Grimmett and brings them down. Third down, about 6 to go as the ball is situated just inside the 10-yard line.
Clock turns at 40 seconds, now 39-38.
11th play of the drive.
They need the 2 for the first down. Jeremiah Harless goes under center, stick-eye formation. Here's the snap. Harless on the keeper over the left side, follows his fullback, and
he's going to be close.
Yeah, I think he's going to be about too short. Looks like they're going to mark it on about the 4-yard line. He stays in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. That should be the last play of the first quarter.
You see Harless just tuck it and start running over that left-hand side, and he's met head up by Wyatt Baldwin and brought down. And that is the end of the first quarter.
All right, your score 0-0 between Man and Herbert Hoover. We're back after this on Video Productions.
Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County.
For your next vehicle, shop Thornhill Mitsubishi. Value, confidence, fast and easy credit acceptance, and total support with our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on every new Mitsubishi. No matter what lies on the road ahead, Thornhill is here for you.
Welcome back to George A. Queen Memorial Field. I'm Keith Thompson along with Bill Wise. Video Productions telecast tonight of the Man Hillbillies and the Huskies of Herbert Hoover High. We have a fourth down situation, and it's decision time, Bill, for Harvey, and he's going for it.
As he should, Keith.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on the front porch. You're 4th and 2. I say you either give it to Cameron Fry or Big Eric Grimmett straight up the gut. That has worked for you so far tonight. But the Hillbillies, 12th play of the drive. Nice established possession.
Ball game brought to you by Logan Regional Hospital and Little General Stores. And it will be Harless. And Harless.
Nope.
And we got a penalty flag on the play.
Somebody moved.
So that's going to back him up now. Now we'll see if Harvey's going to change his mind, send in his kicker. Here's Jackson Tipton.
Was somebody in the neutral zone, or did someone along that big offensive line move? Let's find out. Oh, offsides against the offense, so someone lined up wrong.
Yeah. So that'll back them up to about the 9.
It's going to change the complexion a little bit.
Yeah, so backs the team up 5. And they'll now need 7 yards for the first down.
Got to get down to the 2-yard line or inside, Keith, for the first down.
They're taking their good sweet time. 12 seconds on the play clock. They'll break out at 10, 9. Quarterback is Harless once again. Jeremiah Harless goes under center. Here is the snap. Harless rolls out, looks, throws into the end zone. Penalty flag, pass interference in the end zone.
Yeah, Keith, that's going to be pass interference in the end zone. Defender for Herbert Hoover all over him. As we see, drops back to pass, does Harless, tossing it into the end zone. There's the defender all over the receiver, so that's where the yellow flags come in. Actually going to call holding on that. So that will.
So that'll be half the distance.
And still fourth down. So they get a little bit of their yardage back, Keith. And Herbert Hoover wants to talk it over.
All right, we have a timeout on the field. Scoreless here in Man, West Virginia. Between Man and the Huskies of Herbert Hoover. We're back after this on Video Productions.
It's going to be America's favorite breakfast. They just don't know it yet. These are a few of my favorite Wendy's is changing the game from this to a breakfast that eats other breakfasts for breakfast. Who says you can't have a Baconator for breakfast? Don't just grab a coffee. Grab a Frosty Chino instead. And forget that frozen folded egg stuff. All of these have fresh cracked eggs. One bite and it'll be your new favorite. Guaranteed. Try your new favorite today. We'll even deliver it. Order by 10 a.m.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Back here at George Queen Memorial Field, 4th down and 2 for the Man Hillbillies. And they'll go with an I formation, and Harless under center. Here is the snap. Handoff over the left side.
Fry's close. I think he has the first down, Keith. They're going to mark him down to about the 1-yard line, it looks.
Yeah, he does. He has enough for the first down. And that'll bring up a first down and goal situation.
Again, just a little give up the middle to Fry. He pushes through the pile and gets the first down and some. So first and goal for the Man-High Hillbillies from the Husky 1-yard line.
Cameron Fry has carried the ball 7 times, unofficially in this ball game, 24 yards. 73 yards offense so far in the game for Man.
14th play of the drive, Keith. Wow.
And at the 1-yard line, once again, Jeremiah Harless under center. Here is the snap. Harless indicates touchdown.
Wait a minute. They're still impiling. Yes.
Now the officials indicate touchdown.
I think it was Big Grimmett that run it. As we see Harless just give it off to Grimmett right up the middle. It's close.
Yeah. They call it a touchdown.
That's all that counts.
Replay brought to you by Little General Stores, one of the sponsors of this ball game. Also, Logan Regional Hospital. The extra point. Jackson Tipton is the kicker. Here's the snap. It's low. That's messed up. And the extra point is no good. The snap never got there correctly. Actually, it's an odd situation, Bill, because Jeremiah Harless, who's the quarterback, is also the long snapper.
That is. You rarely ever see anything like that, Keith. But again, a little bit of a bobble back there. Huskies cover it up, and the Man-High Hillbillies put the first points on the board, 6-0.
11 minutes, 11 seconds remaining on our clock here on the field. And 15 plays on that.
Yeah, Keith. Well, 14 plays, 1-yard run, Eric Grimmett. Extra point bobbled again. That's 6-0 Man lead. But, wow, I tell you what, by and large, you got to attribute that drive, Keith, to that big pass from Jeremiah Harless to Justin Grimmett.
Yeah, that kind of keyed everything. That went for 30 yards on the play. Grimmett got banged a little bit, but he was out and then back in on the next play or so. But that kind of set that whole thing up because they were looking at a third down and 8 when that occurred.
Yeah, they had a long situation. Of course, looks like they're going to tee it up at the 40-yard line. Out there is Jackson Tipton yet again, tying his shoes up, waiting for the football.
And the return people will be Jacob Burns, and on the far side,
Tyler Greer.
Is Tyler Greer. Okay, so they'll tee it up on the near side hash mark, or the man hillbilly side of the field.
Herbert Hoover only had one possession in that first quarter, Keith. That was it.
Yep.
That was a 3-possession quarter that carried over into the second quarter.
Jackson Tipton approaches the ball. Tipton gets his foot into it. Little squibber that is picked up at the 31.
Frank Early.
Up to the 35, across to the 40. That couldn't have been Early.
No. I thought I saw a 6. It may have been 9, Keith. 5, sorry.
All right. That would have been Andy Rollison.
Andy Rollison.
Yeah, I think if Frank Early had been on that, everybody. Yeah. 6'3", 35. That's a whole lot of youngin' right there, man. I'll tell you.
He's really not done growing yet either.
And he's a senior, 17 years old, 6'5", 335. Wow. At the 40-yard line, it's where the Husky offense will put it in play. First down and 10, trailing 6-0. Nick Graham, the 210-pound senior, gets the snap, rolls out to his right, looks, throws, pass, caught across the 50 down to the 47-yard line. It'll be Andy Rollison, 13-yard completion and a first down for Hoover.
Nice little play there. Nick Graham just takes the snap, rolls out right, and finds Christian Buckley, able to hook up with him. Buckley falls ahead for the first down and some as he gets it across the 50 down to the 46-yard line.
First down and 10. Here we go. Here's the snap. Quarterback with the football. He'll work it over the right side. It'll be Graham. Graham downfield and is very, very close to that first down marker. He'll pick up 10. Just depends on which side they mark it on. They'll put it at right at the 41.
Chris Isaacson on the stop, Keith. Again, going to be real close to the first down. In fact,
they're looking.
They're moving the sticks. He did get enough to move the chains.
And that'll be the fourth first down for Hoover. Hoover in a hurry-up offense. Nick Graham ready to go. Here is the snap. Graham on the keep again. Graham works over the left side. Somebody gets a shirt tail. Graham will be taken down inside of the 35, down to about the 33. He'll pick up 4 on the carry, brings up a second down and 6.
Just trying to find something over that left-hand side was Nick Graham, Keith, and Kenny Green. He grabbed that jersey and drug him down, but not before he picked up 4 or 5 yards.
The 32.5-yard line. Pistol formation again. Nick Graham. Man goes in motion. That's Hatfield, Devin Hatfield Jr. And I think we've got
neutral zone infraction, or did somebody jump? Yep, encroachment on the defense.
Yeah. So it'll be the neutral zone and the offsides, and that will be the second penalty.
Let's go and bring it up. Second down and probably about a half yard. Oh, nope, that gives them the first down.
All right. So
just what they needed.
Ball down for another first down. That, for Hoover, is unofficially their 5th first down. Football marked at the 27-yard line. Pistol formation. Man comes in motion. That's Hatfield. Handoff will go into the hands of Hunter Bartley. And Bartley down inside of the 25, down to about the 22-yard line.
Devin Hatfield on the move. A little play fake to him to give to Hunter Bartley up the middle. And again, they're getting good yardage, Keith, on first down, 4 or 5 yards consistently.
As everybody takes a look over to the coach. Pass downfield is hauled in right near the first down marker over on the far side. Pass complete.
Christian Buckley.
Nick Graham to Buckley.
Fry in on the stop for the Man High Hillbillies as the Huskies shuffle players in and out. 8:58 to play here in the first half. Man with a 6-0 lead.
Football is marked on the 22. No, it's marked on the 10-yard line.
17.
17. There we go. Hard to see that scoreboard. Here's the snap. Handoff over the right side. Nowhere to go. Hunter Bartley is brought down. Good job of penetration by man to get in and put the stop for Bartley.
I'll tell you what, they gave the ball to a big number 44, Hunter Bartley, and he tries to take it straight up the middle, and Eric Grimmett grabs him around the lower extremities and brings him right down. Good stop there by the Billy defense.
6-0 your score. Man with the lead. Graham and the Huskies trying to answer, trying to tie this game or take the lead with the extra point. Nick Graham, 210-pound senior, goes under center. Here's the snap. Hand off, and on the carry, it will be Zach Paxton. And we'll see where they spot Zach. He's right at the 10-yard line. Looks like Paxton's going to pick up right at 6 on the carry. Brings up a second down and a third down at 6.
Just a quick give to Zach Paxton over that left side. And again, a bevy of blue jerseys there to take him down. Here come the Huskies facing 3rd and 4.
Clock turns at 7:40. Nick Graham looks once again over to Joey Fields, the head coach, and the whole team does. Now they'll get the call. Bartley goes to the left of his quarterback. Here's the snap. Graham keeps the football. Graham down inside. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll take him down inside of the 5, down to about the 3-yard line. So pick up a 7 and a first down.
Nick Graham just getting it all done with his legs there, Keith. Again, just a little quarterback keeper design play up the middle, and Eric Grimmett not able to make that tackle as you see him just break through the line, and Grimmett just shakes off the Grimmett tackle to pick up the first down and some.
I'm going to say it's at the 4-yard line, so it'll be first and goal from the 4 for the Huskies. Graham is the quarterback, goes under center. Here is the snap, handoff Bartley. Bartley goes up the middle. Bartley's going to pick up maybe a yard or so. Maybe they'll give him 2 down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, quick handoff to Bartley as he just kind of busts it up through the line. Justin Grimmett jumps on his back, hauls him down, brings up.
Second down and goal from the 2. Once again, the quick look over for everybody. This time they'll have Paxton and Bartley to the right. Here's the snap.
Keeper.
And the quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run. Nick Graham. And that will tie this ball game at 6 apiece.
Again, out of the I formation, Keith, you see Graham just take the snap and just push his way through under the surge of Connor Brinkman for the touchdown. And let's see, the Huskies will go for the point after touchdown. David Good on to attempt that.
And the holder is Andy Rollison, and this is where man had an issue a little while ago. Snap, kick, up. It is good. And we have a 1-point ball game. Herbert Hoover 7. The Man Hillbillies 6 in the second quarter here at George A.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
In these uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
Welcome back to George Queen Memorial Field in Man, West Virginia. We have a 1-point ball game. Herbert Hoover 7 and the Man Hillbillies 6. I'm Keith Thompson along with Bill Wise. Robbie Mounts is our producer. Garrett Lester is on camera upstairs. Here's the kickoff from David Good. Good punches it over to the right side, and is it going to roll out of bounds?
Eventually, does it? Yes, it does skirt out of bounds.
Because I didn't see anybody move, and I thought that is a live football.
At about the 14-yard lines where it's going to skirt out of bounds, Keith, so they'll move it
to the 35.
35.
But I did not see any official on the far side, and we have the replay up.
So you can see just kind of working its way over to the right-hand side, and they just elect to let the ball roll, and you see it go out of bounds right there. Just enough, caught enough of the line to catch a striped shirt's attention.
Man, that's kind of dangerous. That's like that bunt down the third base line, and you're thinking, is it going to stay in? Is it going to go foul? But
it can go foul and come back in. You just got to,
There you go. Man down by a single point, 7-6, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Jeremiah Harless ready to go. Here is the snap, and it'll be Cameron Fry. And Cameron Fry up to the 40-yard line, across the 40 to the 42. Penalty flag back at about the 36, and more than likely that will be a hold.
Yeah, Keith, that's going to be a hold on the Hillbillies. That's going to bring back a pretty decent run for Cameron Fry.
Yeah, illegal block in the back. We got the play coming up.
Again, you see big lineman there as he pulls out, just a little block in the back. That's where the flag comes in, so that'll back it up 10 yards. It's a spot foul. Take it back to about the 24-yard line.
All right, so first down, and we're looking at first down and 24. Man, back at their 25-yard line.
26 is the official spot.
All right, there we go. 10 seconds on the play clock, 5:56 on the big clock, and Harless ready to go. Here is the snap. And the handoff, and this time Cameron Fry is caught in the backfield. Late penalty comes in on the play. We'll take a look at that on our little general replay, but I got a feeling that has got to be probably a face mask.
Yeah, Keith, as the Hillbillies were working their way up through the field, you see Brock Truman on the blitz. He goes up there, gets caught up, and then just jumps in there and makes the play, but got a little bit of the face mask along the way.
So that's going to say it was the inadvertent face mask.
Yes.
So that's a 5-yard penalty, and it'll remain first down. That'll move the ball to the 32-yard line. 5:40 to play. Clock turns here in the first half. 1-point lead for Herbert Hoover. The Huskies are 1-1. Hillbillies are 1-2 on the season. Near side hash mark. Quarterback is Jeremiah Harless. He'll go under center, I formation. Harless drops back, looks downfield, throws downfield. Man is open.
Grimmett.
He'll catch it at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Justin Grimmett from the 31-yard line. It is a 68-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Jeremiah Harless to his sophomore wide receiver, Justin Grimmett.
Keith, you see Justin Harless drop back there. Keith, great protection. Takes a little bump as he releases the football, but catches Grimmett on the dead run. Grimmett hauls it in at about the 27-yard line, and nothing but pay dirt all the way into the Hillbillies' end zone.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Grimmett never even had to slow down. I mean, he hit that as good a pass as you'll ever see from any quarterback. Harless just put it right to the point that he needed it, and Grimmett just caught the football and kept on moving. And, man, now, since they missed that extra point, now Harvey's going to go for 2. So Harless goes under center. Here is the snap. Harless on the keep, and he will not get it.
No can do. Tried to work it over that right-hand side and was brought down by a pair of Husky defenders, but the Hillbillies retake the lead.
Yep. Beautiful pass play. 68 yards from quarterback Jeremiah Harless to Justin Grimmett. And that makes your score 12-7, man with the lead.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County.
In the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle, Thornhill Auto Group is here for you. Shop any of our 4 locations, open 7 days a week, and home of the Thornhill 10120. Don't overpay. Let Thornhill save you more on your next purchase. Go Thornhill and enjoy the easy drive to savings.
Kickoff, and Jacob Burns will take the kickoff from the 17 out to about the 40-yard line for Herbert Hoover. Huskies will put it in play, trailing by 5 points, 12-7. They'll put it in play 1st and 10, and where are they going to mark him? At the 39-yard line.
Keith, after both teams come out, 1 punt, 1 turnover on downs, it's been nothing but bang-bang scoring ever since. Here come the Huskies, 1st and 10 from their own 38.
And their quarterback is Nick Graham. Low snap. Graham picks it up off of the ground. Will take off with the football, works over the right side. Actually, Graham will get across the 40 up to about the 42 on a kind of a low snap. So he made something out of what could have been nothing or disaster.
Kenny Green, the big defensive tackle, makes good penetration through the line, Keith, but has to play hurry up. But there is a hold against the Herbert Hoover Huskies, as we will see. Nick Graham just kind of working it through the line, and there's Kenny Green finally bringing him down, but a holding penalty. It's going to back the ball up to about the 30-yard line of the Herbert Hoover Huskies.
Exactly 5 minutes on our clock, 12-7, the lead belonging to the homestanding Hillbillies of Man High. I have not seen the goat.
The goat?
Yes.
Okay.
That's their mascot.
All right.
I have not seen the goat tonight. Quarterback drops back. Graham tucks the ball under his arm, works over to the left side. Graham at the 40 and will be taken down as he dives out of bounds at the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 12 on the carry, brings up a manageable play.
Keith, nothing going on downfield. Nick Graham just tucks it, decides to run with it, and Jacob Burns throws a real good block right there to allow Graham pick up a little extra running room and the first down to a 46-yard line.
Actually, short of the first down before, so it'll be 2nd down and 4. They need the 49 for the first down. Near side hash mark. Graham and company ready to go. It'll be Hunter Bartley, the 185-pound junior, that flanks his quarterback to the right. Trips over to the right side. They'll have one over to the near side. Here is the snap. They look, throw, quick pass downfield. It is caught by Jacob Burns, and Jacob Burns has enough for the first down. They needed 4. They got 5.
Yeah, just a quick little comeback for Jacob Burns. Nick Graham hits him right between the numbers, goes to that weak side, and gets the first down across the 50 down to the Man High Hillbilly 49-yard line. Play comes in from the Husky sideline as Nick Graham just looks on at Joey Fields. Fields taking a little bit of time to program this one as the play clock closes in on 10 seconds.
Connor Brinkman has his team ready. Here's the snap. Back over to Graham. Graham looks, throws, pass is caught at the 40-yard line. Downfield it is Austin Hansen, and Hansen will be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Quick little rollout to the right there from Nick Graham. You're going to see him here roll out to the right, going to hit Austin Hansen, and Hansen just finds the sideline, skirts down there, gets inside the 25, down close to the 22-yard line.
And a quick whistle on the snap. Flag on this side.
Illegal substitution on the Man Hillbillies. Three minutes, 20 seconds to play. Man with a 12-7 lead over Hoover.
And Hoover will have the ball inside of the 20. Nick Graham. And handoff over the left side, and big old Hunter Bartley will get down inside of the 15. They'll mark him at about the 13-yard line.
Some good yards. In fact, does get the first down, Keith. Going to move the sticks one more time as big Hunter Bartley works it up the middle and gets that first down. Nick Graham going to work out of the shotgun, man in motion to the left side.
And Graham is ready. He's got Bartley to his right. Taking their time, looking now over 12 seconds, 11 seconds on the play clock. Inside is 7, 6, Now he'll put Hartley over to the left. Down to 3-2. Here's the snap. Graham on the keeper, left side. Turns it around and will be stopped short of the 10-yard line. He's at the 11.
Eric Grimmett just faces him up as he tries to work it over that left-hand side, Keith. Nowhere to go. About a yard or two, brings up second down.
We have a 5-point ball game. 12-7, 2:20 remaining in the first half here at George A. Queen Memorial Field. Quarterback is Nick Graham. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Graham rolls, looks, throws, pass downfield. It will be caught. And bringing it in is Devin Hatfield Jr. And Hatfield will advance down to about the 7-yard line. So it brings up a 3rd down and 5.
Clock continues to roll inside of 1:45 to go here in the half. Hoover knocking on the door, man, with a 12-7 lead.
And Hoover ready to go once again. Nick Graham. And now we have a whistle and a timeout on the field. Huskies want to talk about it. We have a timeout. Your score, 12-7, 1:35 remaining in the first half.
Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
In these uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
Welcome back to George Queen Memorial Field. 1:35 to play in the first half. 12-7, man with the lead over Hoover. And Hoover looking at a 3rd down and 5 from the 7-yard line. And Nick Graham, their senior quarterback, goes under center. Here is the snap. Graham rolls out, looks, throws, pass is...
It's complete, Keith. Just can't tell exactly to who.
It'll be completed out there to Jacob Burns. And it is 4th down, so rolling the dice again. Here we go. Graham ready to go. Now he'll look back over to his coach, and now a timeout. Obviously, Joey Fields did not like exactly what he was seeing out there, so he asked for the timeout. So the timeout comes with 90 seconds to play, and we're here in the first half. 12-7 the score. We're back after this.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
When it comes to uncertain financial times, United Bank has a very unique perspective. Seasons may change, but United Bank is always a constant, providing you safety, security, and sound decision-making. That's the reason we've been in business since 1839. Safe.
All right, welcome back. 90 seconds remaining. 4th down for Hoover. Quarterback under center. Now once again turns and looks. Nick Graham, and they do that each play. Even though he knows what the play is that the coach called, And now another timeout has been asked for. So what they did basically, Bill, is they go up and they set because they want to see what kind of offense or what kind of defense man is showing.
That's exactly right, Keith. Just trying to find some little key. And again, they use their third and final timeout of the half, but you can't put it in your pocket and save it for the next time.
Yeah, it's like a mulligan. You can't carry it over to the next round, so you might as well use them. And that'll bring up a fourth down. They need about 2. Hoover does.
They come out that time, Keith, in an I formation. They had Zach Paxton in at the big fullback spot. Hunter Bartley dotting the I, and be interesting to see if they come out again in that I formation or maybe try to spread the field a little bit, come out with a little play-action pass.
153 yards offense for Hoover in the first half of this game so far. Man has 141, so it's as tight on the stat sheet as it is on the scoreboard. 12-7 is your score. 90 seconds to play. 4th down and 2 from the 4. And Hoover ready to go. Quarterback under center. Long snap. Here is the handoff, and it's going to be close.
I don't think he got it, Keith.
Depends on
it was
where
4th
the
and
mark.
5. It was 4th and goal, so if he didn't get in.
No, it was 4th and
they had 4th and 5 on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
At the 5.
But
so, okay.
They did get the first
down.
They did
get a first down.
Yeah, they needed the 2 for the first down.
That's what I get for looking at
Graham and company ready to go. Here is the snap. Graham on the keeper. And now we see the signal. So the touchdown and Nick Graham on a 1-yard run.
Yeah, Keith, you just see Nick Graham take the snap and just bull his way into the end zone again. A little short gainer gives the lead back to the Herbert Hoover Huskies, and now they're going to come out and try the point after touchdown with David Good, number 19.
All right, Good is the kicker. His holder is Sam Kirk. Here is the snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. Andy Rollison is actually the holder. The long snapper is Sam Kirk, and that makes this a 1-point ball game, 13-12, and the lead belonging to Hoover.
14-12, actually.
Thornhill Ford Lincoln on 119 in Chapmanville, your full-service Ford Lincoln dealer. Go with Thornhill and expect the best in total value, service, and pricing on your next vehicle. Home of the Thornhill 10120, you'll get total support with Thornhill Ford Lincoln.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Did you know that 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime? At Logan Regional Medical Center, your breast health is important to us. Our caring staff uses the latest technology, like 3D mammography, in a comfortable and welcoming environment to help you stay on top of your health. Speak to your provider about a 3D mammo at Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Welcome back, and the kickoff coming. And they'll have Moody and Grimmett back. Kickoff over to the right side, taken by one of the up guys at the 30. 35-yard line, and that'll be it, and that's where man will put it in play down by 2 points. It is Chris Isaacs on the return. So at the 35-yard line, first down and 10. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the first half of a 2-point ball game. Herbert Hoover 14 and man 12.
What do you make of that, Keith? We see Jeremiah Harless at least give Justin Grimmett a look or two here in this final possession of the half.
Yeah, they've hooked up a couple times for a total of 98 yards. So odds are pretty good that somebody may decide to let them hook up again.
Ball's
Harless
on the ground.
ready.
Fumbled.
And Harless will pick the ball back up. Harless spins around up the middle off of a fumble. Harless is going to get up to near the 40. Wow. You don't get that too often off of a fumble, and you pick up 4 or maybe 5, and man asks for a timeout.
That's exactly right, Keith. That is their second timeout. They still have one in their pocket. But again, you saw Harless just drop the ball on the carpet, able to pick it back up and make a nice little spin move there and, make a a nice game. Again, the quick timeout preserves 1 minute on the clock.
And you see number 10 out there, who's Israel Canterbury. He started at quarterback the first 2 games, and he's on crutches, and he's got that big brace on the left leg. So Harvey's going with his backup. He's also going with a backup running back in this game as well.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing. I've seen nothing backup about Jeremiah Harless. That kid has got a shotgun for an arm. And I tell you what, Grimmett, Fry, Green, and Plumley out of that backfield. They've been a nice compliment. Timeout's over. They break. Hillbillies, Evan Mullins and Josh Lambert, along with Kenny Green, lead them back to the line.
All right, so 2nd down and 6. They need the 45. Man does for a first down. Jeremiah Harless goes under center. Here's the snap. Harless looks downfield, gets a little pressure, rolls out, looks, dumps the ball off. Pass is incomplete across the 50. And there it was, Bill, intended for Justin Grimmett. Grimmett just couldn't put his arms around that one enough. Pass falls incomplete, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, there was decent coverage downfield, and again, he just tried to find Grimmett on a little crossing pattern. They tried to decoy by sending Jaden Moody on a post, but just a little too far out in front of Grimmett. And it brings up 3rd down with 53 seconds to go in the first half clock.
And Justin Grimmett in there. Also Jeremiah Harless. And they'll break out over to the right is where they'll put Jaden Moody once again. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, gets a little pressure, rolls out again. Now we'll tuck the ball at the 40, 45, 50, steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Jeremiah Harless did not see anything open downfield, just tucked it under his arm, kept running, gets enough for the first down, and puts man over in to Husky territory.
That's exactly what you saw. He rolls, he's looking, nothing going on downfield. What's he do? He tucks the football and lets his legs do the talking across the 40, 45, 50, gets out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Man-High Hillbillies. A timeout and 44 seconds on the clock.
All right, so at the 47, 48, 14 on the field clock, near side hash mark. And Justin Grimmett comes out as the wideout right over here to the right side. Sophomore, here's the snap out of the pistol formation. Drops back. Harless looks downfield, throws downfield. Pass is caught, and it'll be Grimmett. And he gets out of bounds. And this is very close to the first down. They're going to say he got it.
Yes.
He needed 10, and that's exactly what he had.
Yeah, Keith, you see Jeremiah Harless just drop back there, make a great throw to Justin Grimmett along the sidelines. Grimmett able to get out of bounds. And again, I think they use that 3rd and final timeout.
Yeah, Harvey Arms has his troops over around him. And that is their last timeout. 35 seconds to go. So, Bill, you're at the 37-yard line. You've got time for 2, maybe 3, depending on the what happens if you can get out of bounds.
That's the key.
If you can get the situation. That is the key.
Yeah, if you can get your receivers, if you can keep it close to the sidelines, get the ball to your receivers, quick outs, whatnot, down the field, out of bounds, you're out of timeout. So if you get hung up in the middle of the field, that could really knock you out of at least one play.
We're not 100% sure what kind of foot Jackson Tipton has on him because he hasn't had really the opportunity on either of the extra points. Well, the first one he didn't, and there's obviously the second one when they went for 2. So Harless ready to go. I formation, 2 receivers over to the right side. Here's the snap. Harless drops back, gets some pressure, looks, throws downfield, out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Pass is intended for Jaden Moody and will not be caught. That is a good thing. Stops the clock, only takes 5 seconds off of it.
Yeah, really not a whole lot going there. Good protection. I tell you what, Jeremiah Harless has had great protection. Coverage kind of breaks down there at the end. But pass just a little too wide out of bounds, and Moody unable to haul that in.
37-yard line, 30 seconds on a stopped clock, 19 on the play clock. Jeremiah Harless comes from the sideline. He brings the play in. They'll break out of the huddle. Kenny Green is the center, 195-pound senior. And ready to go.
Oh.
And Harless, snap, bad snap.
Flag.
Penalty flag on the play, but Cameron Fry picks the
Gotta
football
get out
up.
of bounds.
Cameron Fry runs out of bounds over on the far side. We'll see what this flag is about over here.
Not 100% sure, but Man High has to get it together. Again, a bobble on the snap. You've seen Cameron Fry pick it up and luckily turn some positive yards out of it, able to get it out of bounds.
Yep. But we'll see what the officials say. Brian Holstein is a referee. He will let us know.
Illegal motion.
All right, so that backs him up to the 42. So the illegal motion, 5-yard penalty.
Takes important time off the clock, down to 24 seconds, Keith. No timeouts left for either ball club.
4 penalties unofficially in this game for 25 yards. They'll break out of the huddle. There's 24 seconds on a stop clock, 17 on the play clock. Justin Grimmin over to the right, the slot. And here's the snap. Back to Harless. Harless has all kind of time. Now that breaks down. Harless works away. Harless is going to be dropped way back in the backfield. And a good job on the coverage. That's all there was to it. Hoover did a great job on the coverage, and that'll bring us really to the end of the first half. I don't think man can get a play off.
They're trying to scramble 4, 3, 2, 1, and they're able to down it with a second to go. No, I think he got the ball spiked with a sec. Nope. Are they calling? No.
No, they're going to put 1 second on the clock.
You see the Huskies running off the field. They stopped that. He did down the ball with 1 second to go, in my opinion.
Yeah. So we'll see if we get the
Dylan Kennedy, again, like you were talking on the previous play, Keith, just a coverage sack. Harless had nowhere to go downfield. Dylan Kennedy finally able to get in there and bring the big junior down. But one more crack at it. Just turn it loose downfield for Grimmett or Moody, Keith, and you pray you get a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, Grimmett, Moody. You've also got Braxton Mills in there as a wideout up on the top side. Here's the snap. Back to Harless, drops back, airs it out, downfield. Pass is incomplete. Intended for Justin Grimmett. And just about the same time Justin Grimmett went after the ball, Devin
Hatfield.
Hatfield came in on top of him and popped him about the same time, but good, clean play.
It was, Keith, and we're at halftime, 14-12. Herbert Hoover has the lead.
We're back after this.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm your 70-pound St. Bernard puppy, and my lack of impulse control is about to become your problem.
No, come on. I saw you eating poop earlier. My focus is on the road, and that's saving me cash with DriveWise.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County. You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Welcome back to George A. Queen Memorial Field. Bill Wise, Keith Thompson. You're watching Video Productions broadcast of the Man-High Hillbillies and the Herbert Hoover Huskies. And at the break, Herbert Hoover enjoying a 2-point lead at 14-12. It got underway after an exchange of possessions to start the game out. The Man-High Hillbillies strike first blood, a 14-play, 66-yard drive that culminated with a 1-yard run by Eric Grimmett. The extra point, it was bobbled, no good, 6-0 with that lead for the Man-High Hillbillies. Actually, that carried over into the second quarter, as you've seen just limited possessions for either ball club, actually throughout the first half. Herbert Hoover gets the ball back, their first possession of the second quarter. 10-play, 60-yard drive. They take it downfield. Nick Graham, 2-yard quarterback keeper. Extra point was good, 7-6. Huskies with the lead. Hillbillies answer back, 4-play, 75-yard drive. That ends in a 68-yard touchdown pass from Harless to Justin Grimmett. The 2-point conversion was no good. Harless was stopped shy of the end zone, 12-7. Man has the advantage. But on the next possession by Herbert Hoover, they take the ball downfield 9 plays and eat up quite a bit of clock. 2-yard run by Nick Graham, his second quarterback keeper touchdown of the game. Extra point bang through good. 14-12, Herbert Hoover at the break.
All right, we'll take another timeout. We'll come back and look at stats in this ball game, and they're very, very close, just like the scoreboard. You're watching and listening to our production here tonight, video productions coverage of the Man Hillbillies and Herbert Hoover. We're back after this.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
In these uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and
Welcome back to George Queen Memorial Field. It is halftime with Herbert Hoover having a 2-point lead, 14-12 over the Man Hillbillies. I'm Keith Thompson along with Bill Wise. Robbie Mounts is producing this broadcast. Garrett Lester is our cameraman this afternoon up top, or this evening up top, and it's actually, Bill, you couldn't ask for a better night for a high school football game anywhere. You know, we were talking that these two teams have only played 5 games. This should be like week 3, and it feels like week 3.
It really does. Feels very early in the season. I mean, when we started game time, we were probably 70, 71 degrees. We're probably still in the upper 60s right now. Very low humidity. Just a gorgeous evening for football.
Unofficially, if you look at the stats in this ball game, Herbert Hoover has 157 total yards in offense. The Man Hillbillies have 152. And as I said, you look at the scoreboard, it's a 2-point difference. You look at the stats, unofficially it's a 5-yard difference.
These are two pretty good ball clubs, Keith, who have had a hard way to go here both trying to get the season started and then once it's gotten started. But, we were talking earlier, the Manahai Hillbillies, they're on a backup quarterback. They're missing one of their running backs who are both out with injury. Jeremiah Harless does not look like a backup quarterback.
No, he doesn't. Jeremiah Harless playing in this ball game. He's 3 of 8 for 108 yards and a touchdown. Israel Canterbury had been the starter for the first 3 games. He was 17 of 30 for 243. And if you look out there and you see Israel, he's got that. He's on crutches. He's got that heavy leg brace on his left leg. So presuming maybe something to do with the knee or whatever. We just don't know. But we know this. He's not playing. And, as you said, Harless has stepped in here and has really done a good job.
Then on the flip side of the football for the Huskies, Nick Graham, 6'1", 210, and a senior, moves extremely well. He's very mobile, has a good arm, has lots of weapons in the backfield. Keith, Zach Paxton, Tyler Greer, Hunter Bartley, we've seen him a lot. Andy Rollison's got some action in there as well. So these are 2 ball clubs that are multifaceted, lots of weapons, and really hard to predict what is going to be coming at you next.
And Nick Graham has carried the ball 9 times. He has 51 yards. And as far as passing, he has 62 yards. And he is 7 of 8 for 62 yards. And Graham has one of the touchdowns. The second touchdown.
So he's got the 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he's got both of the touchdowns for Herbert Hoover. So, the Huskies, they're sitting in here at 1-1 on the season. Man, Hillbillies, they're coming in here. They are 1-2 on the season. And if you look at what all's going on, and you take a look at this right here, the Class A rankings, and man, now back into Class A. They're at number 26. They're 1-2. They have to have 4 games played.
Right.
So, they can get 4 games. This is game number 4, but you still have to get in that top 16 to get in the playoffs.
And, Keith, what a huge win this would be for Man, as they could very easily pick up some great AA points and wouldn't necessarily get them into the top 16, but it would definitely improve their chances.
Yeah, it would bump them up nicely. I mean, if you look at the top of that, chart, and a very, very good Midland Trail team that Frank Isaacs has up there. They are number 1 is Midland Trail, Doddridge County, who couldn't play because they turned red. Dropped to number 2. Greenbrier West in there at number 3. Tug is number 4. Williamstown is 5. St. Mary's, Petersburg, East Hardy, Taggarts Valley, and Buffalo in the top 10. And Wirt County is tied in there for number 10. So, Man's got a little work cut out for him. But this win, if they could get it over a AA, that's nice points.
Yeah, picking up those AA points is crucial. And this is a very tight ball game. Again, both of these ball clubs come out kind of sputtered on their opening possession, but then both teams found a rhythm, and they were able to work it up and down the field in convincing drives. You had Man with a 14-play possession that ended in a touchdown. You had Herbert Hoover with 10 plays and 9 plays, respectively, in the second quarter, putting points on the scoreboard. So it's eaten up a lot of time. So second half, you're not going to get many possessions. So you got to make every single one of those count, especially if you're the Manahai Hillbillies.
And if you look at this ball game difference in this bill, it's the third side of the ball. It's special teams. They mess up the play for the extra point to start the game. It was a bad snap, and then the 2-point conversion fails. So that's 3 points right there. In reality, they get this. This is a 1-point Man lead at halftime, 15-14.
That's exactly right. But either way, regardless of how you look at it, both teams in great position, moving the ball very well. And we'll talk about what adjustments need made coming up here later on at halftime.
All right, we'll take a break. We're back after this. It's 14-12, and the lead belongs to Herbert Hoover. You're watching Herbert Hoover and Man on Video Productions.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm your 70-pound St. Bernard puppy, and my lack of impulse control is about to become your problem.
No, come on. I saw you eating poop earlier. My focus is on the road, and that's saving me cash with DriveWise.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County. You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Welcome back to George A. Queen Memorial Field. It is halftime, 2-point ball game. Hoover over Man 14-12. I'm Keith Thompson with Bill Wise. And Bill, first of all, let's go over into the Herbert Hoover Husky locker room. If you're Joey Fields, your team is 1-1. You have a 2-point lead. You're on the road tonight. You haven't played very many games. What's Joey telling these kids?
He's actually preaching defense right now. The offense is moving the ball fairly easily up and down the field. Again, Zach Paxton, Tyler Green, Hunter Bartley, Nick Graham doing a great job working the ball up and down the field. Defensively, you have got to find a way to cover Justin Grimmett. He found all sorts of ways to get open in that first half. Couple of big passes from Jeremiah Harless. You also have to find a way defensively to turn the heat up on Jeremiah Harless as, again, he's had lots of time to throw that football and in many occasions been able to turn coverage into yards.
You know, and about the only thing they really had any miscues on was that last little series with 35 seconds to play in the half. You know, they had the bad snap, they had the sack that took the ball back, you know, they had the spike, a couple things like that. But, you know, for the backup, Harless has played very well.
He really has. Now let's take it into the man-high Hillbilly locker room, Keith, where, again, you've got to try to keep working that ball downfield. You got to look for Jaden Moody. He's got to get a little bit more involved. Justin Grimmett, you've hit him a couple of times. You can't forget about him. You've got to go back to him, and then you've got to get what got you here. You got to keep pounding that football on that Husky defense.
And, you know, you do that, and you keep running the football, and you got that big 230-pound fullback back there in Eric Grimmett. You know, and when Grimmett's not in there, you've got Nick Plumley in as the fullback, and you got Fry and Green both in there as the running back. So, you know, you've got some pretty good-sized beef in there to run around with.
You really do. And then on the defensive side of the ball, again, you know, Kenny Green, Colton Fry, Xander Mullins, and Daniel Stafford, you're big up front. You really are. You've just got to be a little bit quicker than Herbert Hoover. They've got to get off the football just a little bit quicker because the Huskies, they like to stunt. They like to pull guards and tackles. They like to do a lot of different things, so you've got to get yourself into position so you can make the tackles when it counts.
And Man has made their way back out on the field. We're looking for Hoover to come out as well. It's halftime, 14-12. We're back after this on Video Productions presentation, Herbert Hoover and Man.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Most people think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
In these uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and
Halftime, 14-12, Hoover with the lead over the Man Hillbillies. Keith Thompson along with Bill Wise. And Bill, if you look at the schedule of these two teams, Hoover, of course, hasn't played but 2 ball games. Their school got decimated in the flood in 16. They have 1 home game. The rest of them are on the road.
Yeah, and on the road, quite sizable road trips. You got after this week, next week they'll go to Moorfield, and there's no easy way to get to Moorfield up through Davis and into Moorfield that way. Then you come back the following week with Scott, the Polka Dots. Polka always plays tough football.
Not bad,
then you wrap the season with AAA Logan,
which is 13, 14 miles from where we're at here right now for the Man Hillbillies. They have, after this game, they will host Tug Valley on the 29th. So Harvey doesn't play again for 9 days after this. So that'll be next Friday, unless they try to pick up a game somewhere, maybe this Friday or wherever. But we do not see that on the schedule. And then they have the big one with Chapmanville Regional.
That's exactly right, Keith. Again, they start the first 4 weeks open, unable to play. 2 of their 3 games have been against quality opponents, Wheeling Central Catholic and Point Pleasant, the Big Blacks. Those were 2 losses for them. Tug Valley's going to be no walk in the park. It's always tough playing those guys. And like
plus
you said,
Tug is 4th.
Yeah, Tug is a quality football team, and Chapmanville Regional, that, like you said, will be a big game to close out the season on the final week of the high school football season.
And the good thing about the Tug Valley game, it's here. You know, I mean, they don't have to make the trip down to Naugatuck. The folks from Naugatuck have to come here and play on this field. And if you've been to the Tug field, it's not like this.
No.
It's a nice facility, but it's not like this. So, you're looking at kind of 2 different things. Hoover on the road for the rest of their season, and Man, basically, they're home for the rest of their season.
That's exactly right. So, advantage, disadvantage. Hey, you sometimes have to play to your weaknesses, and again, playing on the road, if that's what you got to do to make it into the playoffs, by all means, you just have to get at least a couple of more wins, and you got to get enough points to make it into that top 16 to live to play another day.
Yeah, you got to have 4 games. That's the absolute minimum, 4 games and somewhere in the top 16, and you're into the playoffs. Our third quarter is coming up. This has been halftime. It is 14-12 at the half. Hoover with a 2-point lead over Man. We're back after this on Video Productions' presentation of Man and Herbert Hoover.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
I'm your 70-pound St. Bernard puppy, and my lack of impulse control is about to become your problem.
No, come on. I saw you eating poop earlier. My focus is on the road, and that's saving me cash with DriveWise.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County. You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Yep.
We welcome you back as we are here at George Queen Memorial Field getting ready for the start of the third quarter of a good football game, Bill Weiss.
It really is, Keith. Been back and forth again. The first two possessions of the ball game, they just kind of turned it over on downs, punted the football away, and then the show began. I mean, from pretty much there on out, they scored on consecutive possessions throughout the rest of the half, with the exception of the Hillbillies, running out of time at the end of the first half. But, Huskies 14-12 lead, get the football to start the third quarter.
Absolutely. So they'll drop back to receive. Hoover will be heading from the field house end to the scoreboard end here at George A. Queen Memorial Field. Beautiful, beautiful turf facility. It's been about 4 or 5 years, maybe something like that they turfed this. I know they did an awful lot of work up at the school. The gymnasium here at Mann is the school's 2 or 3 miles from here. Of course, we didn't know that at the point in time when we got here. But some beautiful work on the gym, lighting and things like that. So they'll put the ball on the tee. It'll be Jackson Tipton, and back deep for Hoover is Jacob Burns, and far side appears to be Tyler Green, and it is. All right, so Jackson Tipton gets ready to get this one underway for the third quarter. Kick is over to the left side. Tyler Green picks it up on the bounce at the 22, up to the 30, 35. Green cuts back across the green, across the 40, and will be taken down at the 45-yard line. 28-yard return. 23-yard return for Tyler Green. So nice field position for Hoover to start play here on their first series of downs in the second half of this ball game.
Yeah, again, special teams making it happen. They get the ball just shy of the 45-yard line, but Tyler Green, man, all effort as he was just weaving and bobbing in and out of Hillbilly defenders, and here come the Huskies.
All right, Nick Graham has his team ready. He'll have Hunter Bartley over to his right. Christian Buckley is a wide out over here to the left, and we have a whistle and a flag. It's going to be an encroachment penalty, 5-yard penalty called on Mann, and will move the ball to midfield.
Nick Graham comes out and says, watch this, let me give a hard count, and gets the Billy defense to jump off sides.
So 1st and 5, midfield. Mann goes in motion. That is Hatfield. Hatfield goes to the slot right side. Here is the snap and the handoff, and the carry will pick up 3. Hunter Bartley goes over the right side, and Bartley will be taken down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, you had motion left to right by Devin Hatfield, and then just gives the ball off to Hunter Bartley. Bartley over the right-hand side for about 2 or 3 yards, brings up second down and short.
Just underway here in the third quarter, 14-12 is your score. Here's the replay. Replay is brought to you by Little General Stores, Logan Regional Hospital, Little General, the chief sponsors of this telecast. Man goes in motion. That is Bartley. Goes over to the left side. Lone in the backfield is the quarterback, and Nick Graham is working over to the right side, and Graham gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's maybe they give him a yard.
Yeah,
not much.
They're not going to give him a whole lot, Keith. Again, about a yard on the play, as they split Hunter Bartley out into a double slot there on that left-hand side. And then Nick Plumley faces him up and stops him short of the first down.
All right, Graham ready to go, and the snap, and he'll keep the football and should have enough for the first down as he nudges it across the 45 down to the 43, and it will be enough for the first down number 9 in this ball game, correction, number 10 in this ball game for Hoover.
Good offensive surge by Connor Brinkman and that Husky offensive line to let Nick Graham just push and bull his way for the first down. 10:29 to play, third quarter, 14-12. Hoover in the lead.
And Hoover has it. First down and 10. Nick Graham, man in motion again. Here's the snap. Handoff will go to Hunter Bartley. And Bartley will get across the 40. And Hunter will be taken down at the 39, so he picks up 4 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 6.
Good stop by the Hillbilly defense. Nick Graham working out of that shotgun formation. Quick give to Bartley. Brings up 2nd down.
9:56 to go, 3rd quarter, 2-point ball game. Hoover with the lead and the football. And Nick Graham, once again, they'll take that look. They'll take the look over to the right side. Now Graham puts his running back, Bartley, over to the left, and then Graham is on the keeper. And Graham spins downfield. Graham is a big dude, and he's hard to bring down, and he'll get down to the 25-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup.
Yeah, Graham just takes the snap again out of the shotgun formation. Design keeper over the left-hand side, just splitting the hairs, dodging, weaving, pushing, bulling, gets his way inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line.
So 1st down and 10. And Nick Graham, once again, they'll break out and look over to the right, and everybody does, including the line. Graham, 210-pound senior. Here is the snap. Graham on the keep over to the left side and is inside of the 25 down to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up 3 on what appeared almost to be Bill a busted play.
Yeah, Keith, but he was able to tuck it under his arm, make a nice little break to the outside, and pick up the necessary yards. Flag on the play.
All right.
Let's see what the call is.
Apparently it's going to go against Hoover.
Holding.
It'll be... So the hold will be marked off from the 28. If that was the spot, and it is 29-yard line, so that'll put him back to about the 39-yard line. It'll take off that carry for 3. You add 10 to the penalty deal for Hoover. And they've got 19 yards in penalties on 3. And football back now across to the 37-yard line. So the penalty must have been assessed at the 27, which it was. Now they're going to move it on back a little further. There we go. That's about where it should be, at the 39-yard line. Clock starts to turn, 9 minutes, 5 seconds. 3rd quarter of this game. Hoover with the lead by 2, 14-12. Pistol formation, Hunter Bartley over to the right of his quarterback. Man goes in motion. That is Devin Hatfield Jr. Here's the snap. Rush, downfield, pass is...
Did he catch it? They say yes,
he did catch it. Well, I tell you what, we'll take a look at that one because he caught it. He caught it right on the top of his shoes.
Yeah, Keith, Graham just rolls out to the right-hand side, and you see him just kind of work the ball in, and the catch, it looks 50-50. I mean, looks like a catch.
Yeah, it does. So Graham, once again, he'll go with Hunter Bartley over to his right side. The 5'9", 185-pound junior now flips over, flanks his quarterback on the left. 3 receivers left side, 1 on the right. Graham gets the ball. Here's the snap and the pass downfield, caught over the far right side, and pass completion goes to Christian Buckley, the junior or the senior. Christian?
Chris Isaac corrals him out of bounds.
They'll pick up about 5 on the play, so it'll bring 3rd down and 4. Of course, they had that penalty that backed things up to the 39-yard line. 8 minutes and 1 second remaining on the out of bounds. Nick Graham ready. Here's the snap. Graham with the handoff to Buckley, and Buckley gets a couple. He's going to be about 1.5 yards or so short of the necessary yardage for the 1st down. So it'll be 4th down, 1.5 yards, and Joey Fields, I see no indication that he's bringing a kicker in.
No, Keith, and you won't. You're definitely in 4-down territory as the ball sets at about the 16, 17-yard line. Then they work the play in and out. This time Graham works under center.
So they'll have Paxton. And then they'll have Hunter Bartley as well. And Graham, as you said, Bill, goes under center.
Hillbillies were stacking the box, anticipating that quarterback sneak, and we have a timeout.
So timeout on the field. 4th down and 2. Huskies with a 2-point lead, 14-12. We're back after this.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
In these uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 1.5 yards for Hoover. Here is the snap, and enough for the first down. Hunter Bartley just takes it over the right side, and he'll pick up 3, and that's about all he needed. 3, maybe 3.5 yards is what he ends up picking up.
Quick give from Graham to Hunter Bartley, and again, just using those big, strong legs, the 5'9" junior gets the job done, moves the sticks for the Herbert Hoover Huskies.
Football marked on the 17-yard line, 1st down and 10 for Hoover, trying to add to their 2-point lead. They're up 14-12. Nick Graham and company looking over to the head coach. Once again, Graham goes under center. Here is the snap. Bartley gets the call. Bartley right up the middle. Bartley 17 yards for the touchdown, and that makes it a 20-12 lead for Hoover. And we'll have the replay coming up, presented by Little General Stores.
Again, Nick Graham, just a quick give to Bartley. Bartley finds a gap, takes advantage of it, just again keeps the legs moving, turns his way into the end zone to add on to that Hoover lead.
So Bartley, 13 carries, unofficially 68 yards and a touchdown. And the extra point coming off of the right foot of David Good is in the air, and it is good. So that stretches the lead out to 21-12, and the lead belonging to Herbert Hoover. Will have the kickoff coming up right after this.
Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County.
For your next vehicle, shop Thornhill Mitsubishi. Value, confidence, fast and easy credit acceptance, and total support with our 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty on every new Mitsubishi. No matter what lies on the road ahead, Thornhill is here for you.
Ready for the kickoff now. We have a 9-point game, 21-12, and Herbert Hoover with the lead. David Good will put his right foot into this thing, and it will be Grimmett, Hayden, and Fry back, and the kick is once again short kick taken up at the 35 up to the 40 by Chris Isaacs, and Isaacs will be put down right around the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. And that'll bring up a 1st down situation for the Man Hillbillies. Actually, they're going to say the football is right at the 42. So a short return, but good field position for Man.
Really is. They did the smart thing. They kicked the ball away from the speedsters, and Isaacs makes a decent return, gets it back to the 42. Now, Man, you can't. You have to keep this slugfest going. You cannot afford to get down by 2 scores.
It'll be Moody, Grimmett, and Fries, the wideouts over here to the right side. Here's the snap and the handoff, and the big man Eric Grimmett will cross the 45 and be put down at the 48. So Grimmett picks up 5 on the carry, brings up a 2nd down and 5. Plenty of time to go, Bill, but this is one you want to come back and answer.
Yeah, you definitely have got to answer back here to stay in this race, because Herbert Hoover, since their opening possession, they have scored on every possession since then. And, again, Eric Grimmett, 6 foot, 230 pounds, and a senior. That kid is just a bull running through that line.
All right, at the 48-yard line, 2nd down and 5 for the Hillbillies. Jeremiah Harless under center. Here is the snap. Harless on the delayed handoff. It'll be the tailback. And I'll tell you what, give what you want to, but Cameron Fry ran right into Zach Paxton. And Zach said, no, you're not doing that here.
He really did. You see Harless give it off to Cameron Fry. Fry met head up at about the 49-yard line by Zach Paxton and dropped like a sack of potatoes. Actually, they give him a little forward momentum right at the 50-yard line.
So he'll pick up a couple on the carry, but it was a good pop by that linebacker. Paxton, 185-pound senior. 3 receivers over to the right side, pistol formation. Here's the snap, back to Harless. Harless looks downfield, throws downfield, and it is caught at the 10. They're saying incomplete.
It come out.
It did come out. I thought he and Justin Grimmett had hooked up for another one, and they had, but it came out at the last second.
Jeremiah Harless, as he releases this football, takes a shot from Frank Early, but down the field, you see Moody get up in the air, come down with it, and just can't hold on to the football.
Frank Early is the only guy I've ever seen that weighed 335 pounds that wore a single-digit number.
Exactly. He wears 6, and he is a down defensive tackle.
Yeah. All right, so we will see a punt.
Maybe in the only jersey that fit him, Keith.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's true. That's true. Eric Grimmett is the punter. Here is the snap. Grimmett gets this one off. Punt will be taken in at the 20, up to the 25, over to the 30. It is Justin Grimmett, and Justin Grimmett at the 32, up to the 34-yard line. Penalty flag comes in late.
Keith. I think we're going to have holding somewhere along there.
We could have had another little extracurricular activity up here around the 40, but that didn't mount to anything. We'll see where the hold was. Here's the punt.
A little bit of pressure. Grimmett gets the ball away. Again, you see as he works the football up over the 30-yard line, you see a little bit of a hold right there on number 21, Cameron Fry.
Yep.
That's what drew the flag out.
That moves the ball back from the 31-yard line back to the 21-yard line. And that's where Hoover will put it in play. 1st down and 10. The Huskies are 1-1 on the season. The Hillbillies are 1-2 on the year.
Put it on your defense right here, Keith.
Yep.
3 and out for man. Hoover, you got to find a way to stop them. They come out with a 4-receiver package, trips to the right-hand side.
And over here to the left is Jacob Burns, and a lot of times you've seen that. 2 or 3 times we've seen that tonight. Nick Graham, he'll throw those trips out over to the right or to the left, and then, and Burns is over on this side, or Christian Buckley, either one, and they like to throw over on the short side of the field. It'll be Graham ready to go. Here's
That's
the snap.
A busted
Graham
play.
With the football, and Graham is going to be dropped back at about the 15-yard line. Big loss of 5 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 15.
On the replay, Keith, you see Hunter Bartley. He's on the wrong side. Graham makes a wrong turn. He's covered up and dropped for the loss.
So Nick Graham, 14 carries now, 63 yards, 4 minutes, 30 seconds on a turning clock. 3rd quarter, 21-12. Hoover has the lead. And the football looking now at a 2nd down and 14 back at the 16-yard line. And Nick Graham.
And we have another flag.
Ready? And, okay, now what's this one all about?
Got a dead ball, illegal procedure on the Huskies. Back it up 5 more.
So now that puts the ball back to the 11-yard line. And brings up a 2nd down.
Herbert Hoover going through their own momentary lapse of reason.
Yeah. So 5-yard penalty. And Graham and company ready with trips over to the right. High snap. Graham out of the end zone. Pass is caught at the 10. And penalty on the play at the 19. And it'll be Devin Hatfield on the reception. There's a flag on the play at about the 24.
Officials meet at the 15-yard line to discuss what the penalty is. Now we're going to get
the decision.
No penalty.
Inadvertent. Don't get me started on that. You either see something or you don't.
Yeah.
You just don't take it out and throw the thing on the
Don't
ground.
let someone else change your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
If you're that unsure, do not pull the flag.
Yeah. I don't say much about officials, but that is one thing that really that does kind of
grind your gears.
Yeah, it does. It really does. All right, so Nick Graham and company now look at 3rd down and 15. Here's the snap. Graham drops back, looks downfield, throws downfield, and in and out. Man, I tell you what, Austin Hansen had it right in his hands, and he dropped it, but good coverage. Jaden Moody was right there with him, step by step.
Yeah, you see Nick Graham, you see him drop back, and he's got Austin Hansen on the run just off the fingertips, and, man, that would have been a great catch there. Would have been enough for the first down and some.
So punt out of the end zone for Devin Hatfield. He gets his foot into it. This one will bounce and hop out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Jaden Moody on the left side just kind of backed up and got out of the way, and the ball will go out of bounds at midfield. And if you're Harvey Arms, that's exactly what you wanted to see that defense do. Of course, they got helped out a little bit by a couple penalties.
Yeah, the penalties really got Herbert Hoover in a bad kind of way, but still, you had some good defensive play in there as well. You take advantage of some miscues the Huskies had there on that possession. Quite frankly, that's been the only complaint you can say about this Husky offense so far this game.
21-12. Hoover with the lead at the 48-yard line. Man, Hillbillies offense comes out. Here's the snap. Pitch out over to the right side, over to Cameron Fry, and Fry will get 1 yard, and they'll put him at the 49.
In on the stop for Herbert Hoover is going to be Devin Hatfield Jr. Really not much going over that right-hand side. About a yard and a half is all. Ball short of the 50-yard line. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 9. Big clock indicates 3 minutes and 5 seconds to play. There's 24 seconds on the field clock. We're in the 3rd quarter. 9-point advantage, lead belonging to Hoover, 21-12. Man will put 3 receivers on the short side of the field. Jeremiah Harless looks, dumps the pass off. It'll be into the hands of Justin Grimmett, who gets across the 50 and will be taken down at the 47-yard line. So a 4-yard pass completion from Harless to Justin Grimmett, and 6 was bearing down.
Harless just lucky to get the football off to Grimmett because Big Frank Early was in his grill before he knew what was going on.
So it brings up a 3rd down. They need 5 yards. They need the 42 for the first down. So 3rd down and 5 for Man. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Pistol formation, short snap. Quarterback gets the ball, throws downfield, incomplete.
No flags.
Intended out over the far side, and that was intended for Cameron Fry out of the backfield, and it'll stop the clock with 2 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and a 4th down and a bad snap.
Yeah, bad snap is what it amounted to, and just not able to get a good pass off downfield, so another 3 and out for the Man High Hillbillies. That'll be their 3rd punt of the night.
Eric Grimmett is their punter. And back to receive said punt is Andy Rollison. So here's the snap. Back to Grimmett. Runs. Now gets his foot into it.
And he just shanks it out of bounds.
He shanked that one way out of bounds. It's going to
style.
be really interesting where they decide that they put it back there.
43 or 30, let's see, 32-yard line.
Okay, so 32-yard line. That rugby-style kick, when it's right, it's good. But when you shank one, it goes up into the stands. That's exactly what happened right there.
Yeah, it does not look good.
Coverage brought to you tonight by Logan Regional Hospital and Little General Stores. It is 21-12, lead belonging to Herbert Hoover. And the Huskies back out on the field offensively with their senior quarterback Nick Graham and Hunter Bartley right over to the right of him. Here is the snap, and correction, it's not Bartley, it's Zach Paxton on the carry. And Zach will get close to the 40. He's going to be about a half a yard short, and it will bring up a 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd down and 7.
Again, really not a whole lot going straight up the middle for the Huskies. Quickly moving some players in. Wait a minute. Officials timeout.
All right, now they've got the clock. Now, man sends a late player in. How many they got out there? They got too many or they got enough?
They have 11 now. They only had 10.
That explains why they are sending a late player in. So,
falls on your captain.
Yeah, Colton Fry comes in late. All right, here we go. Here's the snap. Drops back is Nick Graham. Nick Graham pass downfield incomplete, intended for Devin Hatfield. And it'll fall incomplete on the far side. And that'll bring up.
Just a little quick rollout to the right-hand side. Nowhere to go for Graham. Just tries to hit Devin Hatfield with it and incomplete. Brings up third down and long.
So third down. They need the 42. They'll set with two receivers to each side. And Graham ready to go. Hard count, trying to get a little bit.
Almost. Twice.
He almost had it. And now he'll look back again.
We're going to have to take a timeout.
And he'll have to take the timeout because
that's going to be their second, Keith.
And that is one thing. When you have called your second timeout and you have a $1:29 left to go in the third quarter, things like that can come back and haunt you.
But you know what? They got them to almost bite once, almost bite twice. And, again, finally, they just stayed at home. Could not. I guess they were just looking for that 5 yards to try to buy them a little real estate. But take the timeout, draw up a play, try to pick up 9 yards.
So third down. The 42-yard line is the necessary place they need for the first down. Logan Regional Hospital presenting the broadcast tonight along with Little General Stores. I'm Keith Thompson. Bill Wise is on color tonight. Robbie Mounts is producing. Garrett Lester up on top of the roof on camera. Garrett with his shorts on, so good night.
It's
Friday
still,
night, he wouldn't have been up there with the shorts on.
It was like 34 degrees where we were at Friday night, and I guess tonight you're looking at 68, 69 degrees right now. Beautiful evening for football.
All right, here we go. Third down and 7. 1:29 remaining in quarter number 3. It's a 9-point 21-12 lead for Hoover. And a big third down here for both football teams. I think more for man than anybody else. They need a good defensive stop. Nick Graham ready to go. Gets the snap. Rolls to his right. Graham is going to be taken down. He's going to be sacked for a loss. A penalty flag on the play as well. I would imagine that is going to be a hold, and I would imagine they will decline it.
That's exactly right, Keith. You see Nick Graham here. Actually, they're doing the hurry up now.
Well, they got the flag on the play, so they can hurry all they want to, but there's nothing they can do about it. Oh!
Personal foul on the Hillbillies.
Wow. Did not see that.
No. So that's going to be.
Oh, that's enough for the first down and then more.
Wow.
Here's the
right,
replay.
You see him spin off on that and get brought down by the tackle. Not 100% sure where the personal foul took place, but nonetheless, it is what it is. First down, Herbert Hoover.
At the 46. Hoover at the 46 looking at a first down and 10. 1:14 on a stopped clock. Hoover breaks out of the huddle. Connor Brinkman has them ready. Quarterback is under center. Here is the snap, and the handoff will go to Hunter Bartley, and Bartley will move up to the 50-yard line. But I'll tell you what, Nick Plumley from that middle linebacker position comes up and drops him. It's a 4-yard pickup, but a great tackle by Plumley.
Really is. Bartley, he finds nowhere to go up the middle, bounces it outside, but like you said, Keith, Nick Plumley there to bring him down before a really big gain was ripped off.
Dead set at midfield, second down and 6. Near side hash mark, Grayson.
Trying that hard count again, Keith.
Yeah. Mark Graham goes under center. They've got Paxton and Bartley. And here's the snap. And Bartley gets the carry. Bartley right down the middle. Works over to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and taken down right at the 2, maybe the 3-yard line. And it was all Bartley. Hunter Bartley just went over the right side and picks up about 47 on the carry.
Yeah, you see Herbert Bartley just break it through the line, then get out over the right flat there, Keith. Gets a nice block downfield and just able to get it inside the 10 down to the 5. Gets out of bounds at around the 3-yard line.
And briefly, we had a hillbilly that was down a minute. Now he's back up. So where are they putting him at, actually? At the 5. So it'll be a 45-yard gain. I know what they're booing about because Jacob Burns got to come off because he was assisted up.
Yeah, he's got to at least come off for one play. Keith.
Yep. So the clock will start. First down and goal.
I think they're going to be content just to let the third quarter run out.
I think you're right. At the 3-yard line. And that will do it for the third quarter of this ball game. 21-12 after 3. Hoover with the lead and knocking on the door, trying to add to it. Fourth quarter is on after this.
This is going to be America's favorite breakfast. They just don't know it yet. These are a few of my favorite Wendy's is changing the game from this to a breakfast that eats other breakfasts for breakfast. Who says you can't have a Baconator for breakfast? Don't just grab a coffee. Grab a Frosty Chino instead. And forget that frozen folded egg stuff. All of these have fresh cracked eggs. One bite and it'll be your new favorite. Guaranteed. Try your new favorite today. We'll even deliver it. Order by 10 a.m.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Ready to go with the start of the fourth quarter of a 9-point ball game. Herbert Hoover has a 21-12 lead over Man, and they have it first and goal at the 4-yard line, Bill Wise. And I'll tell you what, we were talking, technically it's not over, but Hoover puts it in right here. It's going to be awfully difficult for Man to come back.
It really is, Keith, especially if they can tack on some points after the touchdown. You're going to make it potentially a 3-score ball game, and you just don't have that kind of time.
Nick Graham goes under center. Here's the snap. Bartley over the right side. Bartley dives into the end zone. He gets the touchdown for 4 yards, and he should be the one because his 45-yard gallop is the one that got him there.
That's exactly right, Keith. What better way to cap it off than give it to your stud, Hunter Bartley? And he just absolutely bull rushes that right side of the line, grinds his way into the end zone, and caps off a dynamic 68-yard drive for the Huskies.
David Good comes on for the extra point, and he has been good all night. And his holder is Andy Rollison. And here is the snap. Kick is up, and it is on top of the field house, and it is good. That makes your score 28-12. It's a 16-point advantage for the Huskies of Herbert Hoover with 11 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the fourth quarter of this game on a Tuesday night. So teams trying to play, trying to get enough games in even after this. Hoover needs one more. They need one more, and they're all on the road, and the next one is Friday. They play again Friday on the 23rd, and it is a trip. They'll leave to get to Moorfield probably on Thursday.
You got that right, Keith. There is no easy way to get to Moorfield to play the Yellow Jackets. That's going to be a tough game for them. Come back with the Scott Skyhawks, Polka Dots, Logan Wildcats. So 3 out of 4 of those ball games are going to be quality opponents for this Husky ball club.
And you look at it, tonight is the 20th. They play again on Friday the 23rd. They play next Tuesday on the 27th, and then they play again on the 30th. So 4 games in a
2 week
span of time. Yep, that's getting there.
It's 40% of your season.
Yeah, it is. Well, when you lost 60% of it to start with,
that's true.
You might as well try to make all of it up. So Good will come on, or Good, correction. David Good is the kicker. And David approaches the ball, kicks over to the left side. It'll bounce, bumbled around.
Football still loose.
Football. And
Justin Grimmett just could not
Yep,
get a
he
handle
couldn't.
on it, and Herbert Hoover comes out of there with the football, Keith. You see on the replay here.
Well, Hoover says they have it. The officials, now they do.
Oh, yes, they do have it officially. You see on the kick, you see Justin Grimmett just cannot get a handle, scoots it across the ground, winds up kicking it, and the Huskies fall on top of it at about the 38-yard line.
So great field position for Hoover. Trying to put the nail in the coffin. And if they get one more in, they've just about hammered that thing out and good and tight. 11:52 to play in this ball game. 28-12, 16-point advantage. Nick Graham under center. Here's the snap. Graham, handoff over to the right side, and Hunter Bartley on the carry. We've got a man down. Now he's getting up. But I did not like the way Bartley, he had that ball kind of out, and that's one of those situations somebody puts a hat on the ball, and it could very well pop out of there.
Definitely going to go flying there, Keith, but big Eric Grimmett brings me down. We do have an injured Husky on the play on the far sideline, sitting right on the 40-yard line. They do get him to hop up. That is the center, Connor Brinkman, number 66. So he'll have to come out for at least one play.
So
we also seen for man jogging off the field, Jared Harrison.
So the question is, who is coming in as the new center? So it appears that they're going to.
Number 7.
This is things that can get real interesting real quick.
I think they moved Braden Rollison over to center, Keith.
So Rollison goes over to center, and good snap to Graham. Handoff over the left side to Hunter Bartley, and Bartley is stopped. I mean, he is stopped dead solid right at the line of scrimmage.
Host of blue jerseys there, Keith. Colton Fry, Kenny Green, Xander Mullins in on the stop. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Man's defense needs to.
They need a break in a big kind of way.
Yeah, they need a break, or they need to make a break, one of the two. They'll break out of modified huddle. Hoover will. Graham ready to go once again under center. Here is the snap. Graham rolls back, play action pass downfield. It is tipped away, incomplete. And good job on the corner.
Chris Isaacs
back
knocking
there.
it away.
And that will bring up a 4th down situation.
Pass was intended for Christian Buckley, Keith, but Isaacs had position, jumps up, knocks it away at the very last minute. Brings up 4th down.
So 4th down. And is Hoover going to bring in the punter?
No, they're going to go for it.
Okie dokie. Nick Graham will go under center. Joey Fields is going to roll the dice one more time.
Trying to bark that hard count, Keith.
Yeah, watch for that. They pulled that one time and almost a second time. Quarterback is Graham under center. Here's the snap. Drops back. Gets pressure. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Huge loss of 11 yards and a great position for the Husky offense, or for the Man Hillbilly offense to come on the field.
That's exactly right. Nick Graham drops back, can't go left, can't go right, just gets bowled under by big Colton Fry and Nick Plumley. Turnover on downs. Big break for the Hillbillies.
They are at the 50. There's 10 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter of this ball game. It is a 28-12 lead, 16-point advantage for Hoover. And correction, they're at the 45-yard line.
Couple of touchdowns, couple of 2-point conversions, and the Man Hillbillies are right back in this one.
So Man will break out of their huddle. Jeremiah Harless.
Man.
So Harvey Arms wants to talk with his troops. 28-12, 10:39 remaining in the game. We'll take a break. We're back after this.
Our world has changed a lot in a short time, but your health and safety remains our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions, and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs. And your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care that you need. Logan Regional Medical Center, always here for you.
In these uncertain times, It's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
The snap, bad snap, pass downfield, wide open, and he drops it. Oh,
Chris Isaacs.
There is nobody in West Virginia tonight that feels any worse than Chris Isaacs right now because there was nobody near him.
Keith Jeremiah Hurlis does a great job reeling in a bad snap, rolls out, throws to a wide open Chris Isaacs, and just in and out of the hands. Hits him right in the breadbasket. Wow.
Chris Isaacs took his eye off of the ball. You could see him, and he just couldn't corral it because he knew there was nothing between him and the end zone.
He wanted to run with it before he got there.
Yep. You got to
appreciate
catch the ball
the enthusiasm.
before you run with the ball, boy. That's all there is to it. 2nd down and 10, and it could have been a whole lot worse because that snap was horrible.
Oh, it was.
So Harless ready to go. Here's the snap and the pitch. Over to the left side will be Fry. Fry at the 50, 45, huddles at the 40, 35, 30, pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It is a 30-yard gallop for Cameron Fry, the 5'9", 190-pound senior.
Again, the pitch to Fry over the left-hand side. Keith just waiting for his blockers to make him some room. Hurdles the guy right there at the 45, across the 40 down to the 35, 30. Eventually working his way down to the 20-yard line. Wow, great run by Cameron Fry.
So they'll mark him officially at the 21-yard line. So 1st down and 10 at the 21.
Oh, injury timeout.
Okay. So we have an injury. We're not 100% sure which side the injury is on. But it'll be 1st down and 10.
So
over here on the sideline. Must be on the man sideline.
Of course, if you're looking at the rankings, this is big for both of these ball clubs. A win for man would mean AA points for them. That would definitely move them out of that 26th spot. For Herbert Hoover, winning tonight means that you could possibly move even closer to that top 16 position.
The injury is to Cameron Fry. So he is up. They're going to set him down on the bench over there and take a good look at him. But Fry, who got him to the 21, as the injured player, but he's up and they're taking a look at him.
He's limping a little bit, Keith.
Yeah.
He'll be back in there.
Oh,
That kid's ball player.
Yeah, 5'9", 190-pound senior. The 21-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Man Hillbillies, trailing in this game 28-12. A score here is imperative. Jeremiah Harless will work out of a pistol. Here is the snap. Harless over to Eric Grimmett, and Grimmett will get across the 20, and they'll put him out at the 18-yard line, so pick up a 3 for Grimmett.
Wyatt Baldwin brings him down, along with Andy Rollison and some other Huskies in on the stop. Keeps the clock moving. Inside of 10 minutes now to go in the ball game. Again, man chasing 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions to tie this ball game.
And they'll have it 2nd down and 7 at the 18-yard line. Jeremiah Harless, the junior quarterback, goes under center. Here is the snap. Handoff. And over to the left, it's going to be James Green. And Jimmy gets down to maybe about the 15 before a whole host of folks wearing the white jerseys, including big number 6, Frank Early.
Frank Early got there right on time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Andy Rollison and Nick Graham in there on the stop as well.
So they'll pick up 4, Green will. That's actually his first carry of the ball game, so he picks up 4. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. They need right around the 11 for the 1st down, just inside of the 15. Quarterback is Harless, and he has Eric Grimmett right in behind him. Here's the snap. Fake, reverse. Quarterback with the football looks down into the corner.
Is it intercepted?
And it is
no, incomplete.
Incomplete.
Ball was tipped. Grimmett was the intended receiver down in the corner. Keith tips it up in the air, and it falls on the ground. Brings up third down, or fourth down.
Yeah, fourth down.
You got to go for it. You've got no choice.
The only good thing on that was, well, two things. Number one, it wasn't intercepted. Number two, it stops the clock with 8:51. And man needs they need 3 yards for the first down. And I believe we have a timeout asked for, and we do. Timeout on the field. 28-12, 8:51 remaining in the ball game. Lead belongs to Herbert Hoover. We're back after this.
People think that after an accident, you'll have to pay $500 for your deductible. The truth, at Allstate, you could pay $0. Allstate gives you $100 off your deductible the day you sign up. Then another $100 off every year you don't have an accident. Let the good hands reward your safe driving with a deductible that goes away. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County.
Back here as we look at a 4th down and 3 for Man. It's imperative that they get the first down, first of all. And it'll be Harless going under center. Here is the snap. And Harless, and no, down on his knee. James Green is pulled down from the backside, and the knee touches at about the 18-yard line. It is a turnover on downs, and that should just about do it. Herbert Hoover has held him down inside of the 20. Turnover on downs as Green, and was it Early that had his shirt?
I believe so, Keith. My view was partially obstructed there.
So Early on the replay had the shirt. Replay is presented by Little General. So Green and the turnover on downs for Man. And that will give Herbert Hoover the football back with a lot of things going in their favor. First of all, they're up by 16 points. They've got that in their favor. And 8:47 to go on the clock. And here we go. Here is the snap. Quarterback Graham over to Bartley.
Just a little dive over the left-hand side. Not much going there, Keith. Just try to keep it on the ground, grind out some yards, eat up as much time off of this fourth quarter clock as you can.
And that is absolutely all that Herbert Hoover wants to do. They want to sustain this drive, get 3, 4, maybe 5 first downs, and have the ball when the clock hits 0. It'll be Nick Graham again. Here is Graham on the keeper. Graham turns it upfield. Graham spins around. He's going to get dropped right around the 20-yard line, so he'll pick up a couple. But it keeps the clock turning as we go inside of 8 minutes.
Justin Grimmett and Eric Grimmett in on the stop, the brothers Grimm.
Graham picks up a couple. He's carried the ball 16 times tonight for 54 yards.
Third down.
Hunter Bartley has 122 yards.
You can come up with a quick defensive stop here. It's still within the realm of possibility.
Yep, Graham ready to go. Here's the snap. Rolls out, looks, throws, pass is caught. Enough for the first down, and it'll be into the hands of Jacob Burns. So they'll pick up 7 and another first down, and that will keep the clock rolling.
Tell you what, you see Nick Graham just do that little rollout to the left-hand side and looking, fires the football, catches Jake Burns with it, and Burns just beyond the sticks for the first down.
So clock is stopped at 7:25 for whatever reason. They moved the chains. We have an injury?
No, it was out of bounds. Play went out of bounds.
Yes, you're right. Thank you. So 7:25 left in this ball game. Man in motion. That is Devin Hatfield. Here is the snap. And on the carry is Hunter Bartley. Bartley, 45. Bartley taken down across the 50 at the 48-yard line. 10, 20, 22 on the carry for Hunter Bartley. And they'll move the ball over into man territory.
I tell you what, Bartley does a great job breaking it up the middle, kicks it out to the right-hand side, catches a good block there, and Jaden Moody able to catch up with him and bring him down, but not until after he crosses the 50-yard line, gets it down to the Hillbilly 48-yard line.
Clock at 7 minutes. Bartley has carried the ball 18 times for 144 yards. Andy Rollison in motion. Bartley once again on the handoff, and he'll pick up a yard, and that's it. They'll put him at the 47-yard line.
Brothers Grimmett in on the stop once again for Man High School. Short gainer.
They're going to give him 2.
Jogging back in for the Hillbillies is big number 77, Jeridan Harrison, a freshman, 327 pounds and 6'3".
Man, why don't they put early in there on?
Let those
put early in on the offensive line. Let those two bang against each other for the rest of this game. That'd be fun to watch.
It would be.
Here we go. Nick Graham rolls out, looks, dumps the pass off over on the right side, and it is complete.
Devin Hatfield Jr.
Yeah. So Hatfield will get the ball down to about the 41-yard line.
Again, you see Nick Graham just take the ball and roll out a little bit to his left-hand side, looking, finds Hatfield Jr. on the little quick out. Picks up nice chunky yards, brings up 3rd down and 4.
Clock stopped on the out of bounds at 6:07. 12 on the field clock. Nick Graham ready to go. Here is the snap. Nick drops back, looks, throws all the way downfield. Pass incomplete, and I'm a little surprised they did that.
I am too, Keith, but it was a good pass.
Yeah,
a little on the tall side, and it was intended for Jacob Burns downfield.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they did that, and now they'll go for it on 4th down.
But again, you see plenty of time to throw the football, just turns loose, a nice pass, a little tall, and Burns not able to come down with it. And again, 4th down, and
now they're going to punt.
They got a punt.
All right, so the punter comes in, and that is Devin Hatfield. And here is the snap back to Devin.
Oh, fake punt.
Pass over to the quarterback.
Flag.
Penalty flag on the play. All right, it's a fake punt. Snap back to Hatfield. They'll have the the pass over to Nick Graham.
Illegal receiver downfield, I think, Keith's what the call is going to be. Wasn't enough for the 1st down anyhow.
And Joey Fields is going a little bit insane on the far side over there. So illegal receiver downfield.
Declined.
Okay. Man is still in this one.
Got to strike quick, Keith.
Yeah, they do. The turnover on downs off of a fake punt. Man down 28-12. They need 16 points to tie this thing, and there's 5:55 to go. Now, is it possible? Yes, it is. When you've got Harless and Justin Grimmett, because they've teamed up a couple of times tonight, and for 98 yards, matter of fact, and a touchdown. So
you got to try to recreate some of that old first half magic.
And they'll send 3 receivers over to the left side. Harless has 1 receiver over to the right side. Here's the snap. Harless out of the pistol, gets some pressure, dumps the pass off over to the right side. 40, 45, and down at the 48-yard line. And it is Jaden Moody on the reception. There's a penalty on the play.
Nowhere to go downfield for Jeremiah Harless. So
penalty on the play back at the 38.
So what's he do? He hits Jaden Moody on the little quick out to the right-hand side.
Procedure call.
It's going to bring it all back due to the procedure.
Oh. And Harvey you can just see, just holds his hands up. Like, how do we do that? Why do we do that? Now he's telling Chris Isaacs what he wants to see. So Chris will bring the play in, and Jaden Moody will come off. So Chris hustles in. Clock is stopped at 5:47. Football moved back to the 39-yard line, and now the clock will start to turn. 5:43 and counting. Man down by 16. Needs to score quickly, get the ball back. Needs to score quickly, get a 2, get the ball back, and score again for a chance to tie this game. Harless drops back, looks, throws downfield.
Ball's in the air.
Picked off, and it will be picked off. And at the 40, 35, 30. It'll be Paxton. Paxton, 32, and down near the end zone. That one come up out of the air. Paxton just happened to be in the right place at the right time in that linebacker position. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, you see Jeremiah Harless, Keith, go back, turns loose the football. Again, tipped up off the helmet of a Husky into the hands of Zach Paxton. Nice return down the near side sidelines, inside the 10, inside the 5, looks down to about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to put him right around the 2, maybe the 3-yard line. So it'll be curtains for Herbert Hoover. All they have to do is just punch this thing in. There's 5:18 remaining in this ball game. Hoover will go 2-1 on the season. Man will fall to 1-3 on the year. And up under center. And the snap, not quite yet. Hunter Bartley. Hunter gets the ball, and Hunter is stopped right about the time he got hold of the football.
Yeah, big Xander Mullins laid the lick on him.
Here's the
As
replay.
you see right there, Xander Mullins, now he doesn't hold on completely, but it slows him up just enough to get a little help from his friends and keep the Huskies out of the end zone.
Joe Cocker's out there.
What would I do?
All right, Nick Graham ready to go. 2nd down and goal. Here is the snap, and Bartley this time, he'll take it over the left side. He'll just run there between the center and the guard and take it in for the touchdown, and that'll spread your score out to 34-12.
Really minimal effort. Bartley takes the handoff from Graham, just bottles his way into the end zone, pretty much untouched, and seals the deal and the ball game for Herbert Hoover.
Good comes in for his 5th extra point. Penalty on the play. Offsides on man. So Hoover will play again Thursday. Correction, they'll play again on Friday at Moorfield. They'll leave on Thursday.
That's what it's going to appear like, Keith.
And then they'll come back home over the weekend and play next Tuesday at Scott. So good for the extra point to make this a 35-12 ball game. Snap, kick up, and it is good. So 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this football game. 35-12, the Herbert Hoover Huskies with the lead over the Man Hillbillies.
Keith, this was a good ball game through the first half. 14-12 at the break. But you've seen just the experience of this Herbert Hoover ball club just start to shine through with their running game, passing the ball down the field, some good stops defensively. And, again, they've put themselves out ahead 3 scores and effectively, sealed the win for Herbert Hoover tonight.
And you look at Hoover, and on the 28th they didn't play, on the 4th they didn't play, on the 11th they didn't play, on the 18th they didn't play, on the 25th they didn't play, and on 10-2 they didn't play. And then they start at home. They lose to Sissonville 28-21 on the 9th. They go down to Nitro and get a win on the 13th, 48-13. They're playing here 7 days later. They're going to win tonight. They'll play again Friday. They'll play again next Tuesday. They'll play again the following Friday, and then they'll wrap the season up at Logan on the 6th. So they've had 1 home game this year. The rest of them for Hoover will be on the road. Man is just the opposite. The rest of their games, unless they can pick another one up somewhere, will be here. And the next one will be Tug Valley on the 29th. So they got 9 days. They may try to pick up another game. Squib kick picked up at the 32 by Man up to the 35, and that's going to be about it. So the Hillbillies are off on the schedule till the 29th.
All right, Man. Looks like they're going to send some mop-up crew out there. A lot of clean jerseys, a lot of untucked jerseys coming out there. So we'll have to break out the alternate schedule, the alternate roster.
There we go. Well, we do know one thing. Jeremiah Harless is coming back in. So we'll call his number. Football at the 37-yard line. 4 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in this one. 35-12. Lead belonging to the Huskies. Here is the snap. Harless drops back, looks downfield, gets some pressure, steps up inside, takes off over across
Nice
the 40.
move.
And across the 45,
Fumbled.
football is
Ball is
fumbled
loose.
and is picked up. And Hoover on the pickup and down to the 40. So Harless, a nice move. The ball is popped out from the backside, and it's on the ground. And they'll pick it up, Hoover will, and run the ball down to the 40.
Again, Jeremiah Harless just gets back there, nowhere to go with it downfield, and just scrambles around. As you see right here, looking, nowhere to go. Makes a nice move upfield. Good cut right there. But just as he's getting tackled, that ball squirts out and is scooped up by the Husky defense, returned a few yards, and another turnover for the Man-High Hillbillies.
Was Trey Chapman the one that punched it out on the backside? It looked like 33. So here we go. Here is the snap. And a handoff. Andy Rollison over the left side. Rollison across the 40 down to the 38-yard line, so 2-yard pickup. And if I'm Joey Fields, I tell you what, you're playing again in 3 days. You rest some of these kids, and
I agree with you, Keith. You got to give I know your starters don't have a lot of reps this year.
Yeah, but still,
you're going to be expecting a lot of them over the next 14 days.
And you're seeing all of them still in there.
These are young bodies.
Yeah,
these,
sophomores and juniors, and
yes,
a couple seniors. But for the most part, this is a junior and sophomore team. And Herbert Hoover, downfield pass.
As a receiver.
And it is incomplete. Good job on the corner. Wow, nice job.
Intended for Devin Hatfield and knocked away at the last minute. If we take a look at the replay here, you got Nick Graham dropping back, turns loose a pretty nice football, and intended for Devin Hatfield. And just at the last second, the defender jumps in and bats the football away, brings up 3rd down.
Once again, a little surprised that they put the ball in the air.
They may be looking at it this way too, Keith. You've got a comfortable lead. Let's try something we might have to use down the road in another game.
Yeah, there's a valid point there, but I still, run the clock. You get a screen, you get the ball dumped off. Pass is going to be taken in by Tyler Green, and Tyler Green will have enough for the 1st down. Now that pass I can understand.
Yeah, that's screen pass all the way. The lineman just let the guy slip through. And, you hit your screen man, Tyler Greer, and Greer just turns it upfield, moves the sticks for you, gets another 1st down.
Yeah.
As you see here, screen to Greer. Greer just turns it upfield, gets it just past the sticks, 2 or 3 yards, knocked out of bounds, 1st down.
Just what he needed. All right, so Graham ready to go again. Man comes in motion. That's Hatfield. Here is the snap and the handoff, and on the carry is Tyler Greer.
Flag on the play.
And we'll see what the penalty is all about. Greer will pick up 8 or 9. Now, whether it will stand or not, that is the question. Holding. It will not stand. So the flag will back the ball back up. Another thing, keeping all these kids in. And I understand you want to get them some reps and things like that, but you're taking an awful chance on getting somebody hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it is a double-edged sword. You're looking to try to get experience, but in doing that, do you risk getting someone hurt at this stage of the game? 3 minutes, you put your JV squad in.
Yeah, you do.
And let them have a little bit of fun.
They're staying with the starters. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Nick Graham ready to go. Here is the snap. Graham drops back, looks downfield, throws downfield. Pass is caught. It'll be Andy Rollison at the 25. Andy at the 20. Rollison over to the 15. Andy cuts back inside and will be taken down right around.
Flags come flying in.
The 8-yard line.
As we take a look at it here on the replay, you'll see Nick Graham drop back. Graham just turns it loose into the hands of Andy Rollison. Rollison makes a nice little break move right there, works it across the field, gets it down to the 20, across the 20, and before he is held up and brought down right at the 10-yard line.
Another penalty on the play, and this one is an unsportsmanlike call, and I am pretty sure this is going to go.
2 flags?
Yeah. Yeah, the last one came out highly.
Emotions are starting to factor in.
Yeah, a little chippy.
right, let's see what the call is. Dead play, personal foul on Herbert Hoover.
So that was probably on Hatfield.
And you're going to have unsportsmanlike
on man, and that may go on. That
should
may
they
be on
offset because he called them both dead ball.
Well, so they're going to put it at where?
Well, trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to leave the ball at about the 13-yard line.
Okay, so it'll be first down and 10 at the 13. Got an unhappy fan over here to the left, apparently.
Very much.
All right, so Nick Graham and company with 2:46 remaining. Here is snap and a handoff.
Tyler
and
Greer.
on the carry is Greer, who rolls around. Clock will still run at 2:35. Greer picks up about 3. Brings up a second down and 7.
Again, Herbert Hoover just trying to keep the ball on the ground right now, Keith. I think you just try to grind out the clock and get out of here with the victory, make the trip back.
Yeah. Make the trip home and
Circle
get the
the
uniforms
wagons.
cleaned and get ready to head to
Moorfield.
Head up to Moorfield. Moorfield, there's nowhere in the state that's easy to get to go to Moorfield.
No, there's not. But a beautiful place once you get there.
Get
Into the end zone and touchdown hauled in by Jacob Burns.
Yep, Burns coming across, catches the pass, and the touchdown, and that makes it 41-12. With $1:57 remaining in the game, and Good comes in for extra point, number 6. He has been good all night.
Movement all over the place. They do drop the flag on it. Offsides
Yeah.
on the defense.
Mm-hmm. So Good will have another shot at it. Hatfield is his holder now. Correction on that. It's still Andy Rollison. So Andy Rollison is the holder. Sam Kirk is the long snapper. And Good is the extra point specialist, and he is good again.
Kid's got a foot on him.
Yeah, that one hopped over the house.
It
over
did.
There. A couple of them have hit the roof of the field house and came down on this side. That one hit, took a spin, and hops over on the other side of the house. So some kid's got a football.
That he does. 42-12. Hoover comfortably in control of this game. The Hillbillies getting one more crack at it.
And as we said, Hoover will head on the road and go up to Moorfield and play on the 23rd. They'll go to Scott on the 27th. They'll be at Poca on the 30th. And they'll go, 14, 15 miles down the road to Logan from here on the 6th. And Tug Valley will visit on the 29th here. And then Chapmanville will come here to wrap up the season.
Chapmanville, a big rival as well.
Man's got a lot of work if they want to get in that top 16. And they got to have a lot of things now. It's got to really fall into play for Man. Kickoff. Hatfield on the kickoff. Ball bounced up at the 20. Picked up at the 25, up to the 30. 35. Moody will be taken down across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining on our fourth quarter clock. And the Herbert Hoover Huskies will turn 2-1 on the season. The Man Hillbillies will fall to 1-3 on the year.
I mean, if they can get another win later in the week, could definitely propel themselves with 2 victories in 1 week into that top 16 and into playoff contention, Keith.
Yeah. Of course, they're playing single A tonight. Moorfield's also.
Yes, they are.
Single A, so. I mean, they're getting their games in.
Win's a win, but you don't get a lot of points out of it.
You don't get a lot of points out of it, that's right.
Offside on the defense.
But the thing about it right now for Hoover, I mean, they've got to get that to that fourth mark. They've got to get that fourth game in.
You've got to have this game. You've got to, because really, is there a guarantee of a Friday game? No, there's not, because there's so many factors with COVID and everything that play into this.
So
you got to grab every one you can.
Right now, as far as I know, up around Moorfield's okay, but that place could pop red tomorrow, and that game's completely off. Reverse. And downfield with the football, it will be
Moody.
Jaden Moody across the 50, and Jaden down to about the 47-yard line. He picks up 18 and a first down.
See on the reverse there, Keith, they flip it to Moody. Moody changes directions, works it up across the 40, 45, up to the 50, and into Husky territory for the first down.
At the 47-yard line, Moody. Moody comes off of the field. Ooh. That means they had 12 players in the huddle. Here is the snap back to Harless. Harless looks, throws downfield, and he was looking for Justin Grimmett.
They're going to get pass interference on that, Keith.
Oh, yeah, penalty flag back at the right at the 20. And the pass interference.
If you go back and look at it, doesn't look like it's really a catchable ball. We'll go back and look at the replay as Harless turns it loose downfield. There is a little contact there, and yeah, that's what they call, is that contact.
So they'll mark off the penalty down to the 32-yard line. So that's a first down for Mann. Mann needs to score here just
to end the game with some momentum.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Something positive that when you're watching game film tomorrow or the next day, you say, you know what, guys, at least, we had a good first half, and we went out there and we ended the game with a score.
Yeah. So first down and 10 from the 32-yard line. 42-12, the lead belonging to Hoover. They're up by 30 points. And Hillbillies ready to go. Braxton Mills. They're going to that with the tight end on the left side. That double set on the left. And now Harless. Here's the snap. Pitch is going to be James Greer.
Fumble.
And Green will pick the ball up. Greer picks the ball up. Spins over on the left side. Somehow turns back around, and they're going to lose some yardage, but nowhere near as much as they could have lost.
Yeah, he made it look good, Keith. As we go back to replay, you see Jeremiah Harless take the snap, pitch it to Green. Green fumbles the football, does a great job to recover, working it up over that right side, but again, just closed it on too quick by the red, white, and blue jerseys and dropped at about the 35-yard line.
Head coach Harvey Arms coaching still right up to the last second with his backup quarterback Jeremiah Harless. 30 seconds to go in the game. Mann will be 1-3 on the season.
Probably the final play of the game.
Yeah, I would think. Here's the snap. Back to Harless. Looks, throws, caught.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
In and out of the hands of Grimmett.
Yeah, he was going for Grimmett and just overthrew Grimmett by just a fraction.
Yeah.
Brings up a third down and 15.
So they will get one more shot at the end zone.
And, you would think that maybe Grimmett or Jaden Moody, who's coming back into the ball game right now. So they've got Moody, they've got Braxton Mills, they've got Grimmett in there. So if they go, for another touchdown pass, it's probably going to go onto the right side, as they will go with Mills over here on the left side. And Jeremiah Harless ready to go. Here is the snap. Harless drops back, gets a little pressure, looks downfield, throws downfield.
Is incomplete.
The 2-yard line, it falls incomplete.
Intended receiver was Mills.
Yeah. So there's 6 seconds to go.
And one more shot.
And one more play. Unless, the game cannot end on a defensive penalty.
Load it up. Send them into the end zone and let it fly.
Yep. Empty your backfield, throw everybody out, and go. See if you can get a score.
Now would be the time to work on your old hook and ladder.
So they will go down fighting. Harless.
Handoff.
Nowhere to go.
That's your ball game.
And that will do it. Your final score, Herbert Hoover 42, Man 12. We're back with our postgame after this.
These uncertain times, it's reassuring that our county has a sheriff like Mike Rutherford. Here's what your neighbors have to say about our sheriff.
He supports local law enforcement. It doesn't matter what uniform you're wearing, Sheriff Rutherford will support you. He's taking care of his guys, his deputies. He's gotten them equipment, pay raises, and has really got the vision on where the Sheriff's Department should go for the future.
My commitment to you is to protect you and your family.
Please vote for Mike Rutherford.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Diana Barnett, candidate for Logan County Commission. Diana is a business owner committed to revitalizing the economy in Logan County.
Shop Thornhill Ford Lincoln on 119 in Chapmanville, your full-service Ford Lincoln dealer. Go with Thornhill and expect the best in total value, service, and pricing on your next vehicle. Home of the Thornhill 10120, you'll get total support with Thornhill Ford Lincoln. Thornhill GM Superstore is your full-service Buick, Chevy, and GMC dealer. Go Thornhill and expect the best with total value, service, and pricing on your next ride. Home of the Thornhill 10120, you'll get total support with Thornhill GM Superstore.
Did you know that 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in her lifetime? At Logan Regional Medical Center, your breast health is important to us. Our caring staff uses the latest technology, like 3D mammography, in a comfortable and welcoming environment to help you stay on top of your health. Speak to your provider about a 3D mammo at Logan Regional Medical Center. Always here for you.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs.
Welcome back to George A. Queen Memorial Field. One final time, Bill Wise, Keith Thompson, Video Productions and crew, where we saw the Herbert Hoover Huskies overcome a close-knit first half to stretch it out in the third and fourth quarters to win this one by a score of 42-12. Man gets the scoring underway first in the first quarter, 14-play, 66-yard drive. Eric Grimmett, 1 yard out, extra point no good, 6-0 Man. Then Herbert Hoover answers back in the second quarter. 2-yard run by Nick Graham, extra points good, 7-6. Hoover with the lead on the next possession by the Hillbillies. 4 plays, 75 yards, 68-yard touchdown pass to Justin Grimmett from Harless. 2-point conversion, no good. Man with the 12-7 lead. Then it was all Huskies after that. 2-yard run by Nick Graham, his second quarterback rushing touchdown of the game. 14-12, that is your score at the break. Opening up the third quarter, the Huskies, 17-yard touchdown run by Hunter Bartley. Extra point is good, 21-12. Herbert Hoover, and then Huskies score just getting in to the fourth quarter, 44-yard touchdown run by Hunter Bartley. The extra point was good, 28-12. Hoover in the fourth, and then Hoover 3-yard run, Hunter Bartley extra points good, 35-12. Then Jacob Barnes touchdown catch from Graham, the extra point good. Your final score, Huskies 42, Hillbillies 12.
All right, 28 unanswered points in the second half by Hoover. And unofficially, Hoover with 320 yards offense. And in the second half, man could only muster up about 43 yards. They end up with 200 yards offense. So your final score in the ball game, and the win belongs to Hoover. They improve to 42, or they improve on the season. Now they'll play again on Friday. They go up to Moorfield and play, and Tug will be coming in here next week to take on Man. Our final score, once again, 42-12, and the win belongs to Herbert Hoover. I'm Keith Thompson for Bill Wise. Our producer tonight is Robbie Mounts. Our cameraman is Garrett Lester. And football back again, Robbie, on Friday from probably 3 or 4, maybe 5 different places here on Video Productions. Until then, good night, everybody, from Man.